We're now recording. Hello, listener.
Hi, listener.
Welcome back. It's been a long time for us, but not for you, hopefully, maybe. I have never, ever messed up an opening.
Never.
If anything, you're getting better.
It can't happen.
That is saying a lot right now.
Yes, so, where we last left off, what was the party doing? You guys were...
I need you to tell me.
It's been a few weeks.
We were ending our downtime, weren't we?
Yes.
I thought we started? Or had we...
No, we did the 3 days because I had the awkward encounter with,
I was hanging with
the one
Mino.
holding the rose, or the dead plant.
Yeah.
And I thought she was going to kill me.
You get off on the weirdest adventures when I'm not around.
And we went purging cultists.
Yay!
Yeah.
Purge!
So,
And I have my book. Yeah.
And yes,
I
you
finally
opened-
cracked open my book.
you open your book titled, I believe, The Mortal Gods.
Yep. Who was it written by again?
By a gentleman named Marco St. Cloud.
Okay, good to know.
Right.
Good to know.
Okay.
He sounds really cool.
Sorry, what was that name again?
Marco St. Cloud.
Is that an important name?
I just found it on a name generator.
Boom, rusted.
It's been a few days now. Now that we have a working calendar, it is the 14th day of the month of Luel, which is the second month,
February.
roughly February.
Sure.
Roughly Valentine's Day, isn't that the 14th? Yeah.
Oh!
Oh! This is very awkward for all of us.
You got broken up with on Valentine's
No, 3
Day?
days
Wow.
before, wasn't it?
2 days before.
2 days.
Okay,
No, that's
okay,
fine.
Yeah,
okay.
get over yourself, man.
I thought this was brutal. What was it, Lul?
Yes, spelled L-L-E-W-E-L.
I'm not going to remember that.
It's unnecessary.
Bet that one came from a name generator, huh? Feaolyn's ship has been 2 days out, so I believe you have 9 days left until it should arrive at Kin's Rest.
You know it.
And then another 11 after that before it returns again. However, as you've had these few days to kind of rest and relax, the last time you did this was on your path traveling around the island to the city of Lemray, and it's been very different from then. That first trek across the sea was one fraught with the stress of maybe having a pursuer on your tail, or just the thought of your actions catching up with you. These last few days have been...
Consequences?
Consequences? What?
What consequences?
These last few days have been much calmer, or at least much more relaxed in the case of the carousing and less
Relax purging.
relaxed.
Casual cultist
I was
purge.
teaching Mino how to place an instrument, wasn't I?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
trying
We
to
went
teach
very
Lahem
different
how to
directions.
have manners.
Huh?
I was trying to teach Lahem how to have manners. And that failed.
I was just trying to appease my demon.
Yeah.
And the peas you have.
Just one. Only one of them cares about the cultists.
So far.
Oh gee. As my goodness. As you've kind of taken this time to spread out and kind of cross the different corners of Qinri on your various quests of varying moral standings, there's this brief moment where it feels like maybe, just maybe, the Imperium has forgotten about you. That you've actually made it. You've gotten away from all this.
Ouch.
And then, on this third day, Feaolyn, you receive a message.
Oh, hey.
How are
Yes,
you?
it is, as you've grown accustomed, that voice that reaches out to you with leads.
Uh-huh.
All it says is, new drop tonight. Beggar's Cord. There's a temple there. Behind a pillar, you'll find it. And then silence.
Easy peasy.
As kind of pings to you, sort of probably earlier in the morning. Call it mid-morning, kind of 8, 9 a.m. The sun's up.
Nice.
You've sort of fallen into this rhythm. It's most of the cultists that you were trying to purge, they've been more or less kind of all eradicated now. But I'm moving my fingers. The audience, the listener cannot see this.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, one-on-one.
Bray, Melody.
Good cave.
Good catch, good catch.
Whoa.
Not yet. As you are, where do we find you this morning?
Which morning?
This is the third morning after your downtime has more or less concluded up until this moment.
Where do you find me this morning? I guess it depends on how well the mission's going.
I see. Would you like to roll me a persuasion or performance check?
21.
You awaken in a very finely made bed. Like burgundy sheets with this black kind of web pattern across them.
Cool.
So kind of the princess bed, kind of like the little
Nice,
like
nice.
curtain over top.
Nice.
But all of it in this like
A lot nicer than the cat and the fiddle.
quite a bit nicer.
Cat and fiddle.
There is a
Cow jumped over the moon.
table set next to you with 2 goblets and 2 pitchers.
Nice.
You would be accustomed to the fact that one of them contains water and the other contains wine. They like to cover their bases. But you wake up alone. You were offered this bed tonight on behalf of the Edrene family for your wonderful tutoring that you've been providing to their the eldest of their youngest sons.
The eldest of their youngest sons. Nice.
Yes. As you're sort of getting up, all your belongings are kind of either scattered or neatly arranged as you would leave them. It's a new day. And feels like for the first time in a while, you've woken up and you don't remember what you dreamed about last night.
I don't know if I'm happy or concerned. Trying to just like gather like the morning like,
Yeah.
gather my bearings. I'll start gathering my stuff. Would this be like, would I know like, can I go grab some food, head out? What would kind of be the vibe? Or just up to me?
Yeah, right now no one's come to summon you or anything. It seems pretty, I don't want to say lax, but no one's like, you don't have a
Yeah.
minder on you. There's no sign of Lysander anywhere
Mm-hmm.
checking in or anything.
Nice.
So it seems like it's mostly at your own pace.
Cool. I'll have some water, and then I'll try and make my way to the kitchen. Maybe grab a snack before I head out.
Sure. As you are heading down, you bump into Alendra. The bard, she's got a little bit of like what look to be dragon scales, kind of green.
Yeah.
She sort of turns as you enter, sort of,
Good morning.
Melody, you're here early.
Yeah.
Are you here at someone's invitation?
I was.
Her eyes kind of go wide. She's gonna insight you. She rolls very well, but I don't think you need to like. May I ask whose invitation you were here at?
My mills.
She kind of like stammers a little bit, kind of like, I see. Well, it's not for me to criticize the company of one of our young lords.
Is that saying something about him or I?
She kind of like leans in. We're in the same line of work, dear. I just keep the company of dragons while you keep company less than you have been. I don't know exactly who you think you're dealing with, but Meinil is a young lord.
And?
I would think that your company is perhaps a little beneath him.
Ooh.
Sort of like pours herself a little thing of wine and kind of just downs it. Hands it off as like a servant, kind of like pops it down for him. Word of advice: don't let me see you here again.
Is that a threat?
Wow.
Not yet.
And who are you to make these demands?
I'll be speaking to the head of the family this evening. To Riznir. I don't believe you've met him yet.
Can't say I have.
He's been bedridden these last few months.
What a shame.
Yes, but he is an attentive man. He knows of the mishaps of his grandson, Meinil's father. And I don't think he wants to see that repeated.
I can assure you that won't be repeated. And I would watch how you talk to me. And I'll push past her.
Yeah.
To continue to the kitchen.
Yeah. There's some food kind of laid out.
Mm-hmm.
You find Rory here.
Oh, as I pass, I'll grab her arm a little bit.
Yeah.
You have no idea the company I keep, and keep walking.
Sure. She kind of watches you go. You can kind of feel the eyes on you, and you hear it kind of turn and kind of walk off. Rory is filling his face with what looks to be some sort of cinnamon bun, like a swirling kind of pastry. As he's taking a bite out of it, he looks at you. What are you doing here?
Well, we were just working on the lyre late last night and didn't want to have to walk home in the dark. So, Meinil gave me one of I'm assuming it was one of the guest rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, a guest room to stay in. I'm just grabbing a bite before I head out for the day.
I see. God, another big bite. You really shouldn't stick around here then. Our family's still not sure what to do with you and the others that you were traveling with.
Hey.
It could be dangerous. I don't want to... I'm supposed to be keeping the order around here. They shouldn't be putting it on me. I'm the youngest member of this house. It feels like they're just letting anyone walk around here. I don't mean to be the one to attack you in this way, but someone
Your
needs to
bard
keep...
already did so this morning.
Did she? Is that what I heard?
Some vague threats. I'm just here trying to help out, see what I can do. Maybe provide some joy in this tumultuous time, but...
He sort of raises a finger. It is a tumultuous time. But somebody needs to keep a clean house. And I think that's going to be me right now, so please take some food if you would. But I just need to make sure that we have everything in order here because things are getting far too lax, especially with all this talk going around.
Talk?
As you've said, it's dangerous times.
Seemed quite burdened for... How old does he kind of look?
He's,
Young elf?
Yeah,
early adult kind of?
In regular years, he's in his 30s. So
Okay.
Very young for an elf.
Seemed
Very young.
quite burdened for a young man. I apologize for that. I know it's probably not something you wish you had to deal with while others in your house run amok.
We are... It's dangerous times we're living in. There's not a lot of time for an elf to be young. My parents tell me that I was given a warrior's name, and I like to think they left it at that, but it seems I'm expected to carry out the deeds, as it were, because no one else seems to be putting themselves to it. Kind of straighten out his cloak a little bit. No, if you'll excuse me, I've business to attend to. Please don't let me see you here again. I need to make sure we're all organized here. It's just
Been here for the last 3 days. I'll grab a pastry or some fruit off the table and start heading back to Cat and Fiddle.
As you're making it through the front doors, there's a Melody. As Meinil's kind of propped up against the door. Where are you going?
Well, there's been 2 people now that have told me I have to leave, so I was heading out.
Who told you such a thing?
That scaly bard girl and Rory.
Alendra, please, Rory is my young... He has no authority over how I choose to...
Apparently
Am
he's
I
in charge of the house now and chooses who's allowed to be in and who's not.
Kind of like size. I will see to that. And Alendra, she's a servant.
Oh, she definitely thinks herself of a much higher station than that.
Sort of,
Veiled threats posed to me.
she does...
I think she's a little jealous that we've been spending time together.
Well, then we will spend more time together. Alendra...
Screw that. That'll learn her.
Alendra does have a very important position in our family, in that she speaks directly with our dragons.
Mm.
The scales are a gift, they say, from them to her. But her station is outside of the city.
Mm.
Here she makes music. As you do, just with far less...
Talent,
Wow.
Zaz.
skill, flair.
He kind of like gives you a little smile and says, talent, yes. I think you are very talented. If you'll permit me some time to sort this out, I can direct you back to your... Are you still staying at the Cat and Fiddle?
I think that's kind of where we've established ourselves. If I play there, I get free lodging, so...
I see. If you play here, I will extend you the same benefit. We don't... Most of our guests are staying in taverns lately. But, I'll make sure that we make... The arrangement should be acceptable to you and to someone of your talent. Would you allow me to accompany you back to the tavern for now?
I would love it.
He'll sort of like offer his hand.
Hand out.
He will like do a little kiss and then like kind of like link arms with you and like start to lead you down.
Azor, can I like? Does he have like the neck chain around his neck?
Yes, always.
Always. Nice. Good to know. Good to know.
Wow, I see.
I grab it and I pull.
Just choke him out in the middle of the field. We're just playing Hitman now, guys.
Yeah.
Finally!
Melody like
I throw the banana.
pulls off the wig. She's bald with a little part. No. Anything else?
As we're walking, I'll kind of turn. If I may, it's been quite lovely getting to know you this past few days. You're quite skilled on the lute we were playing. The lyre. What's my specialty? The lyre.
Liar, you
Mino
say.
gives you a look, and you can tell like blank stare. He has no idea the name of the instrument he's playing. He just kind of like nods, like, "Oh yes."
Yeah. I just couldn't remember which one was my
Main-
instrument of
your main
choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lyre.
Ironic.
That's what I'm saying.
Was it intentional?
That's what I'm saying. Symbolism. It says so in Daniel's notes.
It feels your family doesn't care too much for me.
It's difficult. You travel with a man who expressed a very clear desire to kill various members of our family. In my case, including me.
True.
If you weren't such a renowned performer, it would be difficult to...
One could call the company I keep a series of unfortunate events.
Yes, we're trying to work through that. We do value your presence here. It's just I think my family would be more comfortable if you and your companions were far from this city.
Me and my companions?
I can only speak for my family's intent, not my own. But I believe we intend...
Here I thought we were helping you.
You are considerably, and you would continue to from wherever they would send you. I just, with Zoraxis, and even the one who goes by Sonny, we're just concerned that they're very dangerous. We do understand what your companion Raven has told us, that they are more or less tools given to us to further the Edrene ends.
Tools.
But making use of them seems difficult.
Ends of 2 words.
So of course I would love to have you here indefinitely. We're in need of a bard with your kind of like motions from like head to toe at opulent style.
That's why you need a tray.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
just
dead.
like I just like flick them off the table.
What'd you get?
4 and underneath the thing
And you're dead.
8,
I'm dead.
Whoa.
which is not bad considering it's a D8 and a D6.
And the wizard has to play die.
But he's sort of like
D6 of subsequent damage from another character.
as he's sort of leading you along, sort of the truth of it is, I think Zoraxis is the biggest issue here.
It's true.
If
You're not
I go
wrong.
we can't accept him into our order, kind of like gestures at like his wrist, because well, we're nowhere near the point where we can trust him.
That's fair.
And we can't trust him enough to send him on a quest that we might like to.
So what are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with all of us?
Oh, those are 2 very different answers, I think. So, like, kind of like leans in and says, I ask this on behalf of my house. What is your opinion of Zoraxis?
Yeah.
Say it.
He is quite the fellow. I think it was, again, a series of tragic events that led him to where he is today.
If only I could roll.
I actually don't know that much about him, to be honest.
Do you trust him?
He has saved my neck a couple times, so...
I'll put it plainly. I'm not good at this method of communicating that you do, where everything's with double meanings and the what. If we were to, we are trying to keep a very clean house at the moment. There's we want the uncertainty to remain outside of our walls. Zoraxis has been excellent at dealing with the cult that we were concerned
I
with.
think that's a mutual, of mutual benefit, getting rid of them.
Yes, and it seems that we are all out of mutual benefits to find with Zoraxis for the moment.
Well,
Which means that
I like you.
Zoraxis is something of a violent uncertainty. I just kind of like pats your like arm a little bit because you're still like lost.
yeah.
I'm just wondering, do you think Zoraxis has a place in a clean house?
I think Zoraxis.
I feel so bad you're in this position.
Literally, I don't know you that well.
Has it been a month? Is that what we've established? Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
36 days, 34 days.
yeah, like, but that was, we only met, because how many days was it? We were in Silsbury for 2 or 3 days?
We probably
And
met
then-
day 30.
And then traveling for 4?
You've spent, I want to say about,
Like mid-20s of days.
let's see, you met each other on the 14th. So you met each other like pretty much exactly a month ago.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. It's actually the 13th now, so it's not Valentine's. Day.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good, we still have time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's been a month since you've met him, essentially. Minus
Still
the
get
Okay.
reservations.
About a month. Yeah. While we've been, I guess, traveling this past month, he keeps to himself quite a bit, and I think, given the chance, he could be an asset.
If you were in my position, would you give him that chance?
Well, I'm not in your position, am I? I don't know of your house's, you and your house's ambitions and goals and exactly the situation that you're in at the moment. I don't have any house duties and responsibilities such as yourself. I choose my own way, and I've made my own way in this world.
Would you like some house duties?
Depends.
If it comes to it, someone will need to break the news to Zoraxis that things aren't going to work out.
So you're breaking up with him.
Ouch. On Valentine's Day.
It is a strange way to put it, but I couldn't help but notice. Kind of like taps on his like eye where the circle is.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the most wonderful nails.
Can he see the difference between schools of magic?
I don't know.
Okay. I just have mage armor on, so
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's like a different
Yeah.
glow.
Sort of, if anyone were to give Zoraxis this terrible news, if it comes down, if we need to deliver it, I think it should come from someone he trusts.
It should probably come from Sonny.
Sort of, like someone pats a hand on your arm there. But there's only so much I can offer Sonny.
Can't get to me. Untouchable.
And I think I vastly prefer your company over his.
Well, when you put it
Are
that
you
way.
fat shaming?
Think about it.
Because I'm old? Because I'm a turtle. An old turtle. Old turtle.
Think on what I've said.
So are you
Consider-
asking me to tell Zoraxis he's not invited into the boys' club?
Not yet. Boys Club.
Your family. I guess there's girls in the family, but my companions are all
Several.
dudes, so...
I'll put it this way. If it comes down to it, we'll let you know. But I would want you to tell him using kind of like still like eyes on your nails. Whatever means would ensure a quiet response. Think about it. Everyone has a price. I would love to continue receiving your lessons and your company. I'm looking for opportunities to be generous. I think we've arrived. And he's sort of like, he's leading you along, and there's the
Can
can
fiddle.
fiddle. As you're approaching,
So, to clarify,
Mhm.
don't tell him he's not invited.
we have not decided yet.
So don't tell him anything.
All I want is a trustworthy bard who can...
So are you saying Alindra? What's her name?
Elendra?
Alendra's not trustworthy?
I don't have the wonderful companionship that I have with you. We're not as close.
Ah.
If it came down to it, I surely would trust you with this. But Alendra, she might talk to the higher ranking members of my family, and I think this should be discretion. You can do that, yes?
Oh, I can be very discreet.
Yes. And if there's anything left over, you just let me know, and I'll send some people to clean up.
Left over from what?
Sort of like, gives you kind of a look. We can discuss details later. If you were to defend yourself upon hearing Zoraxis' reply, I feel like lowers his voice a little, like if it came to it, you'd kill him.
I don't know
He's right there.
who you think I am or what you think I may do, but I can assure you I won't be killing any of my friends.
Oh,
I play music,
I
good
thought-
sir. I make merriment,
I
not
apologize.
murder.
You did break him out of prison, and you don't know him that well.
Actually, I didn't break him out of prison at all. I think he broke himself out.
I see.
I just kind of found him.
I think technically that goes to Sonny, but
You can see like the gears turning in his head. Like I see.
Like I said, a series of unfortunate events.
I consider
Alright.
unfortunate.
You're
Then-
fortunate.
Then consider that offer swiftly revoked.
So you're saying if anything happens, I won't be covered?
Yeah.
what's
Sort of-
happening here? My God.
Are you?
I'm just kidding.
I misinterpreted this greatly.
You have the friendship of the Edrenes now and for the moment. I hope to see you again soon. And I hope that this, he like gestures up at the cat playing the fiddle, isn't your permanent residence during your stay here. We can do better.
Sounds good. Let me know when you'd like your next lesson.
Sort of bows. I would request it now if I could, but I'm compelled to be elsewhere.
Maybe tomorrow then.
Tomorrow? Or tonight? We don't sleep like you do,
Fair.
but I'm free throughout the evening.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Of course.
Should I... Do you want a lesson tonight? Or should I... Like...
Yes.
Do I just go to the house? I don't want to be kicked out on the doorstep.
No, I will speak to Alendra and to Rory and to anyone else who... One thing to know.
Yeah.
If you run across the fair lady Kiva, my mother, don't anything. Don't look at her. Don't speak to her.
I don't know what she looks like.
Don't do that either.
don't even think about it. Don't even conceptualize.
She
She
also
always
red
knows.
hair,
No.
fair
She's
skin, pointy ears.
darker hair.
Because I seen her? Oh, she would have been at the banquet.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I do know what she looks like now.
I lied.
Darker hair. You'll see her in the garb of our family.
Just do not engage, like turn around and boot, scoot, and boogie.
I think that would be wise. In any
There's a
case,
song about that.
Be a pretty good song.
Melody, until our next meeting, be safe and
See you later.
go calmly and with certainty. Kind of like turns and heads off.
With that, I leave with uncertainty.
Yeah,
as
screw
that's
you.
happening, Sonny and Zoraxis.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a new morning.
And Lahem, don't forget about him.
I forgot.
Woo! I know discretion now.
Zoraxis! Zoraxis! Wake up.
I take it we're still down in that room.
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
I know discretion is the better part of valor now. I don't know what it means.
But I know that.
Can I
saying.
specify that in the 3 days I have like nailed his bed to the floor.
Oh
You
yeah.
nailed him to the floor.
Zoraxis! You cannot stop this! I don't want to play anymore!
Yeah. You can you've fastened it down.
Fast, and then anything else, I feel like he can just move freely for any reason.
The
Like military tucked in everything.
yeah. All the blankets are like, shoved in. There's a stake through the pillow, so he's got to sleep on one side of it. You know, it's.
Exactly. Perfect.
This sounds warm!
If that's the case, then you do wake up with bits of feathers from the pillow snowing down on you.
Zoraxis!
Just gonna get up.
It's a new day!
As he's just
Walk
kind
upstairs.
of you see your pa 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 as he's really fast, kind of jogging after you. You're longer legs. You're just kind of doing a regular stride, but there's a little pa 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 pa. He's trying to catch up.
Lovely.
You get upstairs.
Does he do the thing that your cat does where he runs in between his legs and he
Yeah,
kicks
yeah.
him across the floor? Whoa! I'm sorry!
As you're sort of making your way up, Sonny, what
That's
did
my
you
book.
do last night?
I was reading my book.
Yes.
Cool.
Getting some knowledge.
Learning.
Your
thoughts.
I did learn.
It hurt.
begins with it's a series of poems. Ones that I will probably send you at a later point. But most of them are these cryptic critiques of various powerful creatures. There's one about a Fey Lord. There's one about a lich, someone who sought immortality through undeath. And there are various ones about cult leaders and people who try to sort of pursue immortality through other means. But in all of it, there is discussion of death and what separates a true god, someone who's ascended beyond sort of the mundane veil, and an ascended celestial. And a lot of the time, it's mortality. Even a celestial that is ageless can be killed and not come back. Even a lich can be sought out, its phylactery destroyed, its body kind of scattered, so there's nothing left. A cult leader might have a lot of belief behind them, but once that soul is extinguished, that's it. Versus a true deity, Erazol, or Kelemvor, or various others. These ones have sort of ascended beyond the place where mortals can do battle with them or win a physical contest. And that's what makes them deities in the face of all these pretenders. It's interesting that a book like this would find its way into a cult's hands. But scribbled throughout it are references to Illifrain. Illifrain is like this. Illifrain has this trait. Throughout it, these secondhand ramblings have been scattered. People trying to rationalize that Illifrain is a true deity, not a pretender or something else. Some suggest, as Marco does, that Illifrain is a creature of the chained chorus. A creature so powerful that it was imprisoned underground, wrapped in arcane chains, and left to rot beneath the earth. Marco talks a little bit about these creatures, and about his time traveling deep beneath the earth. Though it's very vague, there's not a lot of specifics on what happened down there, at least not here. There is some reference to the chained chorus as prisoners. Many of them people, like those above, who had been kept down there. There's a measure of sympathy in his writings. Maybe Marco would have sympathy to Illifrain, writes one of the cultists over top of some other illustration. It's a question unanswered. There are many more like it throughout the pages of this book. Unfortunately, the last few chapters seem to have been ripped out. Recently, it's not an old book. It's as if, perhaps, the cult of Villafrane didn't like the conclusion this author came to. But it's hard to say. I would say you gain most of that in a night of poring over everything.
Cool.
But in the morning, what does Sonny find himself?
Morning.
We're just gonna leave it on that. That's
fair. Just keep going through all the notes. So is it like I know it's in poetic form, but is it like an academic where he's citing things, or it's his belief system?
So it opens with a few of these poetic critiques.
Yes.
Most of the writing has more of an academic vibe to it.
Okay.
Marco cites a lot of his own travels. You would get the sense that he's very well traveled. He has references to the cities of Tyr and Brenta, which are old cities that have long since worshipped the dragons or feared them or started cults in their name. Brenta in particular has a very large number of tieflings in its population. Tieflings aren't married in and made more of. A lot of the time, two humans can get married and have a tiefling child, which implies a lot of fiendish presence there. Marco writes a little bit about his time there and how that ties in. And there's a little bit about further east, up north as far as Verstool and Topovalia. But yeah, besides the poems, it's more of a recounting of things. His own thoughts kind of sprinkled in as extended tangents, little sub-chapters and the like.
Okay. Is he a good writer?
The best.
It's a plus 18 to performance, by the way.
Make me a history check.
Ooh. Alrighty. Come on, baby. Probably not good. Probably okay. Probably somewhere in the middle. 13.
13. Yeah, you've definitely heard the name Marco St. Cloud. He's kind of one of those. I'm gonna relate to him to one of the greats. We'll call a Freddie Mercury figure, where you know this great anthem writing maestro, taken before his time kind of thing.
It was so tragic.
Yeah. There was.
I heard about him falling. I had all his albums.
You would know. He has a variety of. He had a bunch of works, and then he was sort of surpassed a little bit by his apprentice, who he later married, or at least spent a lot of time with, a woman by the name of Zacria. But there was
Yoko Ono.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Broke up the group.
There was a very tragic house fire, as Marco's whole building kind of crumbled in on itself.
She didn't take the pretzels out of the oven. It was tragic.
And just like that, there was no more St. Cloud. This was many years ago now.
Crazy to think you can kill a god, can't survive a house fire.
Weird, I know.
There, you would not know anything about the conspiracies surrounding that with your role. But,
No. He's
rest
dead.
assured, listener, there are.
He wrote it before he died.
Yes.
Why was he obsessed with all this stuff before he died? I'm just mostly drinking morning coffee and pondering upon the ponderings
Okay.
of what I've read.
Sure.
Just in The Cat and the Fiddle.
Who doesn't like to ponder some ponders?
Oh, ponderings, insightful insights?
As you're pondering, we'll say Zoraxis comes out.
Looking very tired.
Yeah.
Ah, Zoraxis, you look a little fatigued there.
When can let him go to babysitting?
Switching up.
Why would I want it?
What's that?
Oh, I'm charging my thing. Can I take on your
Oh,
thing?
yeah, take it out.
So you were saying so?
You were saying something. I'm just finding a phone charge.
As Lamb sort of, what do you mean babysitting? What's that? Melody!
Good morning, Lamb.
Melody. Lamb, you love Melody.
You will not drop
No,
him on
he
me.
He does not love me.
Lamb sort of like runs over, gives you a big like hug.
Oh, he does.
I haven't seen you.
I guess
since
you
you left me to
the
die.
trail at the docks.
You're the only person left from Silspree who's still alive.
Oh, I guess I am.
Trauma
You're
bonding.
here?
Yeah, other than me.
Oh, is this trauma bonding?
Trauma bonding.
Well, how was your night, little one?
Oh, it was okay. Zoraxis nailed my pillow to the.
What?
And
Why
he
would,
nailed my bed to the wall and the floor.
why would you do that?
He keeps sliding it closer.
He's teaching me discipline.
And how's it going?
I don't want to learn it. At this point, we'll say, Feaolyn, you're kind of like coming down the steps here.
Heyo.
Do you have a room in the cat and fiddle?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, you
Upstairs.
kind of head down.
This is the first I've seen him today.
Yes. Okay.
Howdy.
Hello there, Feaolyn.
Sonny.
What time is it?
Like getting later in the morning.
Where you been? Yeah, leave usual on the foot.
If you would like to be around elsewhere, you may.
Well, you know.
You want to know first one's up.
Well, yeah. Is it even getting up as an elf? I mean, you just meditate. So
Well, you do get up because I'm assuming you sit and you stand.
I typically choose to sit. Yeah.
You do that. You understand when you go in that little trance thing? You lean up against something. I always fascinated by that.
I feel like you can't stand and do
You know,
that.
I haven't tried stand. I'll try
So
that
you
tonight.
always stood. You lie down.
I've laid down a few times. Most of the time I sit, but you know, if you're on a particularly uncomfortable spot and you want to like spread out the surface area.
There's a little like tug on Melody, your hand. Zoraxis is like, Melody.
Zoraxis.
Lamb.
Melody.
No, a little. I almost said it again. Lamb can like give you a little arm tug. So, Melody. Yeah. He like leans
I'll
in.
like lean my head down.
That's not true. Elves sleep like anyone else. That's just a story they tell bad kobold babies when they're not behaving.
No, hun. Elves don't sleep.
No, Melody. It's like.
I'll like pet his head, like side of you, like the head pet to the cheek, like you do with like your cat. Babes, they do sleep, or they don't sleep.
What?
They just meditate. They don't need sleep.
Can I hear what you said?
Lamb was trying to be like
Subtle.
discreet, but I don't know if Melody is.
No.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, no, I've never slept.
What is it? How do you dream?
I don't.
He's like holding his head a little bit. Oh,
Lamb, what do you dream of?
I don't,
dragons!
Saw that going.
I don't know how I didn't see that one.
Sonny, what you reading there? Is that the book you went and risked everything to go get?
I risked it all. Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, no, this Marco guy. What? What do you know?
You could get the
Does
same.
anybody know him? Is that
I
what
got
you
the
said?
same as
13?
Yeah, I got 13.
Is this a history?
Yeah.
the huge? It's pretty big.
We all get 12s.
Well,
that's a
mine's
history?
a base 12.
It's a
13.
base.
We all get so we're all 13.
13.
We all know.
So you were all exact same page.
Yeah.
Like it's.
He died, house fire, pretzels, Yoko Ono.
Yeah.
That was fire.
His first album was his best, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Shallows is really good.
Shallows was pretty good.
Yes.
We all know he wrote it.
A very good swan song, yes.
Well, I never mind.
Yeah, no.
A lot of it's a little rambling. I didn't expect this sort of thing from an artist like that. It'd be like if all of a Melody wrote a little, what do I put it? manifesto of some kind of political thing. Just comes out of left
He went
field.
political, hey?
No, it's as if he went more philosophical, religious
right.
sort of thing.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It comes out of I don't know what left field is, but if there was something, it would be like out of there.
I don't know if baseball exists in this universe.
No,
Gnome ball does.
Yeah.
The episode, I love gnome ball.
Is there
Fields in? I don't know.
I think it's
no
just
ball.
I think it's soccer, but with gnomes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or handball, but with gnomes.
It's like
It's-
football
it's-
with gnomes.
yeah.
And it's
Like
only- there's
American football.
America.
Yeah,
Like the
there's
cone
only
head.
yeah, there's only one down, and it's like you just fight until the gnome's on the other side of the field.
So
Kinda
like
rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rugby.
I'm gonna pretend like I know the rules of rugby and nod.
Yes.
Okay.
People's ears get ripped
Interesting.
off.
I don't know, man. His air Frank thing gets weirder and weirder the more we uncover it.
It's very, very weird, yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah.
At least
Kinda.
we've seemed to, successfully purge it from this city.
Yeah, we have
One down.
Cultists.
Yeah, but where else are they? That's the problem.
I don't believe this ain't the center of it by any stretch. I
Oh
think
gosh,
If
no.
they were,
If they were taking
they were
people
up
from my
north-
hometown, yeah, they seem to be all over the
I
place.
don't like how they keep getting us closer and closer. I don't know if it's because we're looking for them or they're looking for us.
well, they're looking for him.
We know that for sure. I know that for sure.
Very much so.
But
Yeah, how many cultists do we get to knock down the doors of? before they
100,000 at least.
Wow, sounds great, but before they come knocking on
Oh,
doors.
I think
you know?
how did we kill in the 3
He
days?
didn't knock on any, and they put him
Yeah,
in a
too
cello
many.
case.
Well, they also have tried to kill us before on the island.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they-
more like they found us, we found you, and then you got brought into this.
Sorry about that.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
That's all good. I was due for some adventure.
Oh, we all like to mix our own little sort of mischief, don't we?
That we do.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Speaking of mischief, are there lots of people around, or is it like fairly empty
It's-
tavern in the morning?
Let's start a fight.
I mean, the Canfiddle breakfast sandwich is a real hot seller.
Ooh.
But no, today it's we'll roll a little d20 for. It's like average, so like that doesn't help me at all. D20.
Is everyone ready for their? And I do the 2-tap on my.
Our heroin.
There are about 8 other people. We'll say like kind of paired off 2 to a table more or less.
Yeah.
One at the bar. Kind of like just get like a cup of coffee. He's nursing.
Have they come to you too? Like, are you guys gonna get the jab?
Well, I kind of like pull back my sleeves and I reveal like all the brands and like pirate brand, crime brand, and like all these like prison tattoos that like completely cover my arms.
Is this the first people are seeing of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just showing off my tats as well, but not prison tats.
Yeah.
There might be like one prison tat, but that's about it.
No, I'm coated.
Nice.
Oh.
And like also the burns and scar of like like a pirate, smuggler, murderer, like all. Like,
Oh my!
names.
I don't know where they can find room, to be completely honest.
Well, a spider just has to bite you. It's it's gonna wreck my whole vibe I've been working on for the past few years, but that's okay.
Wait, is it snake bite?
Spider.
Spider bite.
You won't get the whole
Yeah.
aesthetic.
It's very
It's
subtle.
sort of that thing.
It's pretty subtle.
The rider kind of like walks by the door and like kind of peeks his head in and then keeps going.
How's it going, Malachi?
He's not invited.
He's not?
No.
They don't trust you.
Oh, well, when they approached me, it sounded like all of us. Let's sit down there.
Mino is very convinced that, well, they haven't fully made up their mind.
Mino's a little butthurt still about it.
Yeah, kind of a slight to him is like a slight to the family, and they don't really trust you.
And you
The rest
slapped
of the
them
family
good.
didn't seem to care.
Well, but it's letting you in. You're very, in his words, you're very dangerous and violent.
I think
That's
no.
probably the nicest thing he's ever said about me.
I was asking about him, like, to be honest, I don't know a lot about you. You don't really talk about yourself.
What's to know? He's a gem.
That.
I said
Lamb pokes up at that.
I said I trust you,
No.
but
Sit.
that's really the extent of what I could tell him.
You treat him like a child. I treat him like a dog.
Down.
No touch.
Furniture.
Clean that up.
Leave it.
I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it then.
So what? That?
Just so they haven't made up their mind on
If
you,
he
but
ain't
it's
got,
not looking
but
good.
if he ain't getting the buy, what?
They want us far away from here.
Oh,
Why would they want us far away, but inducted
Doing stuff
into...
for them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if we all leave at the same time, even if I don't get the job, what does that change?
I don't know.
I just happen to be in the same
I just
city as you
and
guys.
they said like if anything happens and he gets mad about it, like we'll cover you. And I was like, cover me with what? No, thank you.
I feel like they
That went
expected
really
a
way
very
over your
different
head there, hey?
response.
It's like, it's pretty like...
What happens if he doesn't get and the rest of us do? What
I
does
will
that
not be
mean?
getting bitten by a spider. Tattoos aren't really my vibe. I got
It's
like
not tattoo,
one.
It's literally like a spider bite.
But we've seen it.
Like, they
Like,
literally
we've been
bite
shown
you.
it.
I thought
It's like two claw marks. Like,
I thought it was a tattoo.
no.
Great story.
You get bit by a spider.
Cover that later, Liam.
Okay.
No, yeah, and then you just have a
So-
permanent purple scar on your...
I
Yeah.
thought it was a tattoo.
No.
No, it's gonna wreck my whole sleeve.
I don't want purple welts on my arm. That's disgusting. I
I
don't
don't
have
think
fur up
it
here to hide
welts.
it.
It's more like two lumps of
That's the aesthetic. That's like not like the commitment or like
I am not
joining the
committing
gang
to
or
anyone.
like.
It's
No,
I
not
know.
really
It-
my
it-
vibe.
I don't like purple.
I commit easy. And I point at the tattoos coming up my neck.
I said that I agree with.
Yeah.
Maybe if it's like somewhere not visible, like
Wear long sleeves.
Right above the butt.
you know, fur can cover the legs, but I don't
You know,
really
go-
want.
That's a
I
discussion
don't know that.
between you
But
and
what
me.
happens if we all decide to get it and you don't? Does that mean anything?
I don't. Well, I
If
don't
we all
even know
travel
if he's not
together,
being
we'll
offered
all have the authority with him. I don't see why it would
it. But
matter.
here's
There
here's
you go.
my little.
Plus, if we
What I'm
aren't we
thinking-
supposed to? Did we ever sign that document they told us we had to sign?
No.
They haven't given it to us yet,
Yeah.
have they?
Yeah, because I was waiting on those papers so that I could sign off on Winnie, and then they took Winnie away. But like I told them I needed to sign those
Where's
papers
Winnie?
first. They took Winnie away.
Where?
I don't know.
They killed that bear.
No one's told me where Winnie is.
I got a new problem with that.
For every day I don't see Winnie.
But I was told I needed to be a part of an adventuring party
Can I, like-
or the family to have Winnie.
Can I like look around? Does anyone seem like they're like listening in
Eavesdropping?
on this conversation at all?
Upon hearing like some of the raised voices, like two people have got up and left.
Nice.
You
Okay.
better leave.
Just look at the next one.
A few others, like no one
I
seems
thought
to
it
really
would
be.
be
Some
as
of
soon
them
as I
giving you
pulled
like
my
weird
sleeves back
looks.
and it was just
So
covered in
you
like
are,
Murder.
like
you're a very
Large
interesting group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no one's
way to
like
put it.
one of people's like whispering like, is that Melody?
What's she doing hanging around
Oh,
with
like-
a murderer?
But
Is he a pirate that murders or is he murder pirates?
ooh,
Whoa.
Both.
both. Fair.
But
See, my thing, if we're
here's-
in a little
no,
game
here's the-
group thing,
but here's also the thing. Raven said that the Imperium thinks that the family's going down.
That's what we were told by
So-
Saffron too.
yeah, like that's
Well, that's
pretty
like
well.
that's like the common.
What, you know?
So do we want to be affiliated with a family that's kind of fallen out of grace with the Imperium?
Here's what I know. If I get that mark on me, all of a sudden some passageways on the open sea start to close up. I don't think I'm gonna be adding that to any collection anytime. Is that about right? Do I think that would be right? If I got like the mark of a family, all of a sudden some trading routes, because like this implies neutrality. Is how I kind of coasted on that.
Sure.
So if I got that, I'm assuming then all of a sudden, whoa, you
Yeah.
sold out?
You can be all the things you currently are.
Yeah.
But as soon as you're an Edrene, you can't be an Osrine, and you can't be a Nemerin or
Exactly.
an Adderall.
Yeah.
So I'm keeping my options open by saying I don't plan on getting that thing either.
Sounds like it won't be offered to me.
I don't think so.
Solidarity.
I didn't want to tell him I didn't think he'd be upset. I wasn't sure how he'd take that.
If you would like,
He-
I could go
he
murder
seemed-
someone in the street again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there. The way they introduce the concept to me, my life sounds like I'll be treated easier with it than without it,
So if you get one,
in terms of my ship and my freedom.
and I understand that, but if you get it, does that mean all of a sudden we can't sail with you or we can go with you?
No, I couldn't imagine. I mean, it's my boat.
There you go.
They can't tell me
If
I'm
I
not
only
gonna
one
with.
we got it, you know.
But it's just I don't want to incur any debt with them, and without it, it was somewhat implied I would.
But then they can tell you what to do. That's the downside.
And I think
you're
if
marked, you're marked.
My other thing.
If they're a house of cards, that's about to collapse. They won't be able to tell me what to do for super long.
I guess you could use some magics to get that out.
Yeah, illusion.
Just, I can.
Yeah, I can just
Pack
pretend
that
it's
right
not
up.
there.
Mending it.
Yeah, just mending my
Well,
arm.
I'll prestidigitation. I also have some makeup that can cover
My
it.
grandpa's got some money, and he probably wouldn't want to see that on my arm, so like he might pay someone to like heal it off of me.
I'm pretty sure Lysander could just add it on to one of his disguise if he wanted to.
Yeah. No, but
Plus
I'm
he-
talking
but he
like
would.
permanent
I
fixing.
understand.
But
As long as the one of us gets it, I think that's
does,
it.
with that, would like what's it? Would regeneration get rid of tattoos? Because it's essentially like
Like, we're a long way from regenerate, by the way.
Yeah.
no. That's I know, but
So
like
if you lost an arm that was tattooed and regened, then it wouldn't have tattoos. I
yeah.
think.
But if it's like hella scarred up in between, and you
Ooh.
regenerate it back together, is it?
Because it removes scars.
It specifies the target's severed body members, fingers, are if any, are restored after 2 minutes. If you have the severed part, hold it this time. Doesn't specify anything about scars.
So you could just
Okay.
cut it off and then cast
Yeah.
regenerate.
That sounds
That-
horrible.
I would even say there's some like lower level healing spells that probably
What was
remove
that?
scarring, but
Like remove curse.
of course, more like greater restoration. But
Yeah.
Nah.
We're closer to that than we are regenerate.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I'm very aware.
so
But yeah, I mean, plus, you know, I really like to see how the world works, different cultures, and this is something very, very few people will ever get to experience. So to be able to know about it, maybe one day write a fancy book like that Marco guy. You
I don't
know,
know if I call it.
is it fancy or does it look like a journal?
it is.
Was it a published work?
So it was bound nicely.
Okay.
It is a nice looking book.
Okay.
I think it's more sonnets.
Opening bit is a little bit of political commentary, that kind of thing. But then it gets into a little more depth.
but yeah, you know,
Could you imagine like deciphering the world through sonnets? Oh my goodness.
no thanks.
9 dunk.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. Plus, I mean, I figure as long as at least one of us has it, as long as we travel
That's
together,
what I'm
we
thinking.
have
You have no
increased,
version of it.
you know, authority amongst each other.
Yours will be a symbol for all of us,
Yeah.
him included.
But
Even
I
though
just
I'll take
think
the
it's
fall
a
for you
problem
guys.
For you, because you're another ship guy. If he's concerned about shipping, should you also not be concerned about that?
I
I can wear some sleeves.
think our currents take us down different waters.
Yeah, probably. I, you know, I deal legitimately, you know, business to business instead of organization to organization.
Exactly. And those ones definitely check you.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
Those ones definitely
those
check you.
ones check your stuff.
Just want to make sure.
You don't want to go down that road again. So,
So, just not allowed.
Doesn't want
Business aesthetics. Like, okay.
Sure, why not?
I don't think I need
And
it.
then-
I think I'm already in the family's good graces.
but like
At
the
least
only
some of the
thing I
family.
don't know, like, I don't know what goes into the whole ceremony. I was hoping to talk to Lysander about it, but like he's just sleeping in today.
There's been no sign of Lysander.
Yeah. So like I figure if anyone, he's the closest person I'd know.
He
to-
doesn't have a mark though.
No, but like I don't know if they would
He's a
tell him
little
about
low.
the mark, and he would tell me anything. So,
You get anyone else.
so like you know,
Sorry, Damon.
I just like to know what goes into the ceremony. Like if you have to like, I don't know, swear anything that, you know, don't make promises you can't keep, kind of a thing.
Only one way to find out now, ain't there? Yeah. The promise and an oath is a hard thing to make, but even harder to keep it.
When is the ceremony?
We don't know yet.
At this moment, you were kind of waiting to hear
nice.
back from them.
Oh,
yeah.
It's been a few days now. There has been no like official word. But as you're sort of like having this conversation, let him sort of, oh,
Seblehem.
Yes.
I might know something.
Might you?
Maybe.
Lahem, do tell.
Well, Ilne, the nice lady,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
she was saying that they had a chamber underneath the manor with a big spider that nibbles on people or something to give them the mark.
She just told you this?
Well, she showed me around the building.
She showed you this.
Well, not inside, but she said
Let
this
her.
is the door where we look at the thing.
Is the door off of the study by chance, or the library sitting area?
The library. That's where the books are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a stone door.
Yeah, we
Like
went.
we were all hanging out there,
Well, we went.
and Rory awkwardly like walked in. And
He
was
does that.
You guys are here.
Yeah, Rory
and he
kinda
pretended to
sucks.
hide something, and then he went down a stone staircase.
I don't know. There was a stone staircase, but I don't remember the one. We went under the house,
Mhm.
and there's lots of like scary doors.
Lamb, if we gave you a piece of parchment,
Yeah.
could you draw out?
I will try.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Which is negative.
I will guidance him if that means anything. Come on.
Can I inspire him?
Who's pulling out the paper and parchment?
I can.
I definitely don't care.
Can we do that?
Paper.
Can we do
on
that
me.
chronology thing where we one above a pass?
No. Are you guidancing him?
Yeah,
It's a
for what
D4.
good it does. Are you gonna
I'll
inspire?
inspire him. Add a
Okay.
D8.
He is doing. He's gonna make a history check first, and he's got a D8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his sleight of hand would be at passive 12. So I'm gonna say if he remembers it, he can draw a serviceable thing. But the
Nice.
question is, does he remember it?
Oh no.
Okay. He's got a -1.
Oh, that's better than I was expecting.
Watch for 13. Oh,
my dear lord.
That was
Lamb.
So this cancels, so 6.
Oh boy.
Wow. That was.
That was sucks. But he doesn't lose his inspiration.
Oh, because you're level 6 now.
You want- are you sure you don't want to try that again?
No, I'm very
Do you want to do a
confident.
cognitive interview? It's something I saw on this like traveling group.
So he draws it out and it looks just like the room we're sitting in right now, right?
He's like drawing it, and there's you see the room, and there's a room with a spiral staircase at the end, and then a spiral staircase in the opposite corner going down, and it's like, wait a minute, there's no counter for like a bar anywhere in the house that you
The
see.
ham, that's me. You just drew me right now.
For what it's worth, it's a very detailed shell.
Ooh, a little texture on. Oh no, I'm trying the wrong place.
The shading is immaculate.
Lamb was a dragon too.
Oh, I put him in.
I put in everything I draw.
I wanted to decorate.
He just looks so happy.
It's like when you get the food and there's the little leaf from the corner.
He looks like Trogdor.
Amazing.
As the hem's kind of drawing, it's not really being much help.
I'm sorry, I wish I could help. But I don't remember where all the doors were. There were locked doors and there were like invisible doors or something. They like had a shimmer. I don't know. But yeah.
That's great information though, Lamb. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's really good to know that those are there somewhere.
Oh,
We appreciate
yeah.
that.
Of course, yeah, I wanted to help.
You should take this drawing and put it up in the room.
Over your bed.
No, over
Yes,
yours.
it's just a run.
Over yours.
Over your grave.
Bum, 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 as he's like running down the stairs. Boom, boom, boom.
You okay? I'm sure it's fine.
So when is he gonna like turn into Gallo? That's my question.
I don't know.
I hear so much about this guy. He sounds
He
so
died
kinda
so
weird.
quickly.
It was like impressive how quickly he died.
Like he sounds
It's like,
like
hi, nice to meet you.
it sounds like he was destined for so much greatness and then just fell so flat.
Yeah, he also got this necklace from a hag.
I forgot
That's his
about
own problem.
I never heard about that, really.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't up for that, so
I don't know if
didn't
Zoraxis
see
has told anybody, but
Oh, yeah. So, like, there was the weird thing I heard in the forest.
Yeah.
I was this hag in a cart. And then I went in.
Hag in a cart?
Yeah, I know, it was weird. The whole night was pretty weird. I went in, didn't want to have it because, and then came out, and then Gallo, like, sprinted for it. Like, right past me. Went in, comes out with his new necklace. So, yeah.
Huh.
Did anyone manage to get the necklace?
It's almost like Jimmy
No.
would have learned not to make deals with hags.
He like
Oh man, it's great.
he like ran off away from us before anyone could do anything, and then he died on an opposite dock.
What an idiot.
And like didn't give. It was almost like a suicide mission, and he just didn't give anyone anything.
Who'd have thunk?
It's okay. Another guy died that night too. It was pretty wild.
Wow.
His friend. I think friend's a generous word.
Is Lysander here?
No.
No.
No, you haven't seen him at all this morning.
Honestly, he's probably dead.
Yeah, that.
As this is happening, a gentleman will sort of like walk in, like leans down a little bit. Hello.
Do we know the gentleman?
You've not seen this gentleman
Okay.
before. He's in like fine like trench coat, big hat. You have seen him before. Yes.
He's the guy you.
The messenger.
Yeah.
Sorry, our kobold's sitting there. If you could just grab another.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah, sort of. I won't be long. Just wanted to say that one of you has been invited to visit the Edrenes tonight.
I wonder who.
Sort of looks to Sonny.
Oh!
I thought that might happen.
Yeah, Sonny.
Who
You don't say.
They didn't give me a message to send besides that. But I'm told there are 2 seats available.
2 seats.
Kind of like glances over at Feaolyn. This one's name has come up repeatedly. But it's beyond me to share that information.
Well, I appreciate you sharing what you know, Dan.
Of course. Shall I give them a response?
Dylan, I graciously accept their invitation.
Of course. I like gives a little bow, tip of the hat. Zoraxis,
Yes.
I've delivered your
sense.
message. I trust you've heard back.
Yes.
Yes, it was difficult to track that one down.
I can imagine.
But I'm glad you found them. Nods and kind of starts to head out.
Thank you for getting that message there.
Of course.
You going with me?
Did the
Yeah.
guy? Okay. Sorry, did the guy leave?
Yeah.
I owe him like the other half of that payment, so we're just gonna let that.
Yeah. How much do you owe him?
I think only like 20 or something.
You're good.
I have no idea. It's been a while.
I don't know.
But hey, if they're not gonna remember,
Exactly.
That-
you may as well
that's
keep it.
Poor,
Yeah,
business,
yeah.
poor
Yeah.
business at that point.
I mean, it's kind of weird that like am I supposed to my name comes up and they don't invite me? Like it feels kind of awkward to show up. Like I don't know. You know? But if you need a +1,
Maybe beyond your goddamn and ready to pop on by when you receive some kind of message or some kind.
can do.
Yeah, I'll probably be over there again tonight. Mino has more lessons on the wire.
Can I like insight just like if there's any like subtext to that? Can I insight it?
Yeah.
Playing the liar.
21.
Yeah, you got me.
And then because he didn't mention a day when we were at the docks and he was telling me about the jabs.
It's
He
the
said
ceremony of the
they would
jabby-jabs.
come get me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I will just hang around until then.
Yeah, sure. I'll just shoot the. Oh, hey, are you done with that book? Can I take my Qinri?
Oh.
Look, we both opened it together.
With the flesh columns.
Yeah.
I'll give him the tome.
Nice, thanks.
Cool.
I want it back though.
One moment. Cool. You take it. Are you like attempting to read it or anything?
Oh, yeah. I'll go up to my room and try and read it.
Sure.
Oh,
You take so much damage.
keep going. That just cast a waterfall, or what's going on?
You take 21 points of psychic damage upon attempting to read this book.
How many? 21?
21.
Ow!
Yeah.
Careful,
This
it
is,
hurts.
Your nose bleeds, you fall unconscious.
Jeez.
That was 44, so he's not bloodied.
23.
21. Should be at 20.
No, he's at 23.
Yeah. Close to bloody.
As the art will show, y'all have like the same health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really disappointing for a paladin.
I'm sure the gap will widen again. You
You
know.
done goofed, kid. You done
Take the
goofed.
tough feet.
As you try and read this, and it burns into your mind, you can't really. It's essentially
Beyond me.
It's beyond you. It's like 2 spell levels beyond you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right up now!
Can I, like...
You can be very cautious about trying to, because you can learn a magic item's properties by like studying it.
Yeah.
So I would say if you want to spend an hour, you can essentially gain the benefits of knowing exactly what it is.
Okay, yeah. Can I try and spend the afternoon, like, essentially trying to make a copy of it?
A copy of it. Now you can't read it without taking that damage.
Okay, yeah, never mind.
So you could, you can study it to find out what it is.
Yeah.
But reading it as is, you're not going to be able to make a copy.
Okay, yeah.
Is it reading if you're just focusing on one character at a time?
If you're focusing on one character at a time, then it's a much longer process. Because it's like a tome.
Yeah. It's a whole textbook up in here.
Yeah.
Yes. There's
It's like one of those thick, like, medical textbooks.
it's a medical.
Grey's
There's,
Anatomy.
Yeah.
It's not cursed, it just has really long words. That,
Gollum's Anatomy.
I didn't say it!
Hinted disestablishmentarianism.
the artwork is specifically like
Worcestershire sauce?
it's anatomies of like creatures.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
I'll, does the cover have anything special on it? Like a name or nothing?
No, it's like a stitched kind of like fleshy.
A stitched nastiness. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do the hour and learn its properties and what it is and all that. And I'll come down holding my head with a bloody nose.
I'm
and
gonna
give it
short
back
rest
to you.
in that time. Mage armor again and short rest.
I just like slide you a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you like...
You come back down.
I'm like squinting, my nose is bleeding, and I have a headache, and I give you the book. I'm like,
You slide the beer.
I wanted to warn you.
As you slide the beer, Selenar's already filling up another one there, and kind of like grabs it. I heard what you did with the cult of Illifrane.
I think that was a real team effort.
I'm gonna give a thumbs
Just-
up.
I was the one who was abducted by them, though, yes.
Well, most people are talking about you. I mean,
Oh, that's even better.
this business with the execution before you left, and
Yeah, that's tied in.
yeah, we're sort of piecing that together.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm glad people are understanding I'm not a bad person.
well, no one really knows the Edrene stance on it just yet, but
They seem against it.
you seem to have rid this town of something evil. All of you. And kind of like has like another drink already like being poured by the young kid behind the counter. Can I like just drink his finger? Yeah, one for Melody. No.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have Zoraxis already, but he'll fill up in a second.
Yes.
And
I'm okay.
all right, you keep doing good around here.
Always my goal.
Kind of like wipes your table clean. There's a little like stain from where Lahem was eating, and then kind of like flips it over her shoulder and heads back.
How long has it been since Lahem has left?
Oh, like over an hour now, I think, because you
Yeah,
spent
yeah.
time, yeah.
I didn't know I ever worked!
He's just there. He has nails.
Sonny. Because he's holding it, he just keeps smacking his hand.
I'm unconscious because he's got
I'm
2
sure
hit
he's
points.
fine.
If it's not too personal. You don't drink. Is there a preference or a reason?
Reason.
And what reason is that?
That's not cool. No.
Why?
Fair.
I thought we were friends.
You tell my Neil everything. You tell. I thought you were friends with him.
I didn't say friends.
Do you? There are some things that we'll get to eventually.
I mean, we're
Understand
prison
that.
pals, and he hasn't told me yet, so.
Yeah.
Fair.
No, it just make it like doesn't make you uncomfortable to be around the stuff.
No,
So cheers.
Cool.
How
Look,
many
look,
years
look,
are
look.
you sober?
So I have a question.
I checked.
If you
3,
When did you go into prison?
30.
Oh. You suffered to prison one that long? Wow, man, that's.
Is it suffering if you enjoy it?
Anyway.
so
So-
Feaolyn,
Yeah.
a question. If elves don't sleep,
Mhm.
what happens if they drink too much? Can you like pass out? And
I mean,
like
yeah, I can pass. I guess that's the closest I've gotten to sleeping is I pass out.
I mean, he's
drunk
passed
for
out in the
much.
middle of battle. I take it not from fright, but more so what it was all good.
That was a loss of
Inflicted
blood, typically.
blood,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
like,
like loss
you're,
of blood or too high of a blood alcohol content. And yeah, I can
just,
pass
like,
out, but like
incapacitated.
it's just sort of like. Have you ever been knocked unconscious?
Several times.
Yeah. So you know.
I know that for
Yes.
Yeah. So you know how it's that feeling of like 1 second you're awake and all of a sudden you blink and you're awake, but like not where your last blink ended.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like there's no dreaming. You're just like.
Not aware.
Yeah.
You were pretty aware of things, aren't you?
I'm fairly aware typically. I mean, I got slightly less aware at the
Oh,
festival the other day, but
Right.
like for the most part, I try and be fairly aware.
But you're like not aware at all when you're passed out drunk.
Not that I remember, but that's sort of a side effect of the fun.
Fair.
That was a super on the nose question.
Yeah, that seems a little targeted.
Are you trying to do stuff to him while he's passed out?
Oh no, not you're safe.
You don't need a Mickey.
What did you say? You don't need that many?
Yeah, it's just It's,
I mean,
you don't need to like go down that road. I'm kind of a big fan. Like you don't like you don't got, like it doesn't
Calm down.
you don't have to
Not-
do
calm
anything.
down.
I'm
Calm
just
down.
saying.
Calm down.
Just saying.
It's okay.
Cool. Just like
She's
I
talking.
typically leave the door unlocked. I'm just.
I know that.
Oh.
Yeah. Friend's a friend,
I just make sure that everyone like tucked in and why is his door always on? Now makes a lot more sense. Well,
A man can dream, but an elf cannot.
That's tragic.
I still can't get over though that we saw a human being. Like it's really like
Pretty ugly.
I keep kind of it. Like if something could keep me up at night, it would be that.
Wow.
I'm just never like.
Well, like
I just don't see those.
Tieflings are rare, but humans around here, yeah, that's why.
I know my face.
He's not my
I
first
know my
tiefling.
face.
That was my first human.
Traumatizing.
How many turtles have you seen?
You are also the first. It's quite
What
fascinating.
about satyrs? Probably a lot.
I've seen.
How about
my fa-
famous satyrs?
You are the first famous satyr.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flash forward to the night. I don't have
Cool.
anything else.
Yeah.
I will keep a note on where he is, though.
Okay.
Just no.
Am I able to
Just
buy
no.
something really quick?
Yeah, what do you
Because
want
I
to try?
realized I
Did
have money to buy something. I would like to buy splint armor.
Splint armor?
Yeah.
You
Because
baller.
it's one below
Plate.
plate mail, and plate mail's expensive.
Yeah.
It's real expensive.
How
Yeah,
much
like
is
What do
1,500.
what do you currently have?
I have half plate.
Half plate.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And splint will have me up 1 AC points.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you trade it in?
You
I can
travel into this
trade for
blacksmith's
this.
little
You split it or
clang
what?
clang.
I don't
It's
know
like
what splint's made out
splint.
of.
So like what? I think like a splinter, like wood. What is splint
Oh,
armor?
no, I looked
I think
up
it's like the
quickly.
metal,
it's,
like, pieces,
Yeah,
right?
it's more like strips of.
So like
metal.
splinters of metal.
of metal.
Not really. When you
Nope.
look at that, it's more like long lines of.
Well, you know,
I personally
I'm just
prefer.
gonna...
I personally prefer this one.
Yes.
That's exactly what he's getting, right?
Yeah. I'm getting the bikini.
You gotta
Yeah,
have the
you're getting
thighs
bikini
out.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a like clang clang
It's
as someone's
fantasy,
like working
guys.
on some metal.
I was just
Sees you, kind of recognizes like, hey, you're that guy people are talking about. That guy who like
guy.
yeah.
burned that like temple down,
Oh yeah, he burned the
I
down.
was
like
there
revenge
when
for
that
his mom or whatever. Like,
That's rarely specific to talk about
It must
around.
have been like with you guys with Marco.
well, I don't know. It's like I don't know the details, but like, I mean, You killed the Edrene, right?
Yes, because
Before.
he was working with the cult.
Yeah, and like they had.
We're
Well-
gonna hope.
Well, we knew that like your house had been kind of
Yeah.
gotten. And,
Burned.
yeah, like things are going around.
I'm
Like
glad we're going through memory lane right now.
yeah, and like yeah. Ooh. Don't you like eat snow or something?
Beg pardon.
Like you're like an ice spirit. What can I get for you?
Pardon.
No, I like that.
Thanks.
I would like splint armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't come here for a personal conversation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Just put something in water.
Yeah, sure. What it is? It was hot. Now it's just like it's breaking the awkward moment. Like, oh, can't hear you over this.
I better stay away from the water, otherwise it'll freeze. Like, I don't know what you want me to say now.
Yeah, the splint armor. Yeah, whatever the going
Can I
rate
trade
is.
in
It
this? The
Strip
half plate?
kind of like looks at it.
Because I won't need 2 sets of armor.
No?
Not usually.
It's been
don't
prestidigitation.
Except for when you
Should look
get
nice.
abducted.
Yeah, I can
That
give
helps.
you 400 gold for that half plate. It looks good.
400 gold.
400 gold.
Is that how much half plate?
Half plate is worth 750.
But yours is
He's-
hella used.
Yeah, he's giving you a little more than half for it.
I did not know that's how much.
750 for a half plate.
Yeah, welcome to Splint's actually really cheap.
Yeah, holy crap.
You're gonna make money on this.
Yeah, why am I making money on this?
Just strip naked now. It'll take you a minute.
Whoa. He's saying 400
400 for the half plate.
Oh, jeez.
How much for the splint?
The splint's only 200.
Well, what's he
Oh, yeah.
asking for?
And how much will the splint be?
6,000. I'll give it to you for 200.
Ooh.
I'll sell it for what it's worth. It's
Oh, perfect.
yeah. You're like a
So just
little bit of a folk hero around here.
Am I?
And you
You- One and you can like pulls out this little brand with his maker's mark.
the
and
extra
he, like,
200 for the show.
goes over and he's like ruffling around. He pulls out this big suit of flint and like
plate.
Flint?
splint, and like puts a little like maker's mark on it. Just a little like hand holding a hammer
You're sponsored.
over like a blade. This so people know, you know.
Can I get something custom on the front then?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
And I'll pull out the symbol of my deity. Just do that.
Oh, the little like rapier and the ice cube.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like
I get it. It's a whole theme I have. Like,
Yeah, you
move
wanna-
on.
I would say like another like 15 gold for it.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, if you would just leave it on there and I can like take some.
So I'm getting 385.
385.
Yeah, 385 back from giving the armor.
Yeah.
No.
And then you
4
have
2
200, so
185.
185.
20.
Oh, jeez,
Yeah.
never mind. Wow, that was such bad math.
As
I
Right,
he,
'cause
forgot the.
Yeah,
Made
I
it
forgot
from
the
other.
vision price.
he will do his best to like put it on. It's not bad. It's as you've requested, like kind of designed on like a little chess piece. We'll say he kind of gets like a separate piece of metal that he like embosses it on a little bit, kind of like stamps it out. So he brings it back and kind of pops it down.
Thank you.
Of course, yes. Please enjoy and
Enjoy.
What's your name? And what's the name of your shop? If you're sponsoring me, I feel like I should
Shoot,
know.
that's a weird
I like
name.
Clang Clang. This is the-
Clang Clangs.
my name is Clang. This is my store at Clang Clangs.
yes. My name is Amadar,
Lame.
and
It's not Clang.
The stop is called.
the shop. This is Amadar's Amadarms.
Oh!
Yes, and he kind of like points. There's an arm on the.
Yeah, we get
It's got the hammer on the sword, and we sell arms here because, like, not the physical arms.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be kind of gross. You're not here yet.
I like to play on words.
Yeah,
I love that you're sponsored. This is
I
so
definitely
awesome.
didn't come up with it recently.
Did you workshop it at all?
No.
I will tell everyone about Amadar's Amadarms.
Yep, that's me.
Just making sure.
If we're having like a downtime afternoon, can I do my performance at the Cat and Fiddle to get another night? Keep my room.
Soleil.
Sure.
Nice.
You can secure your room for the evening there.
How much
It's
gold do I get?
make a performance check.
26.
Over 400 gold
It is a relatively slow day. You get 10 gold.
That's okay. It's better than none.
As you're kind of playing away. As for the rest of you, the sun begins to kind of like dip lower, as it's been known to do in the late afternoon, early evening of winter. The days are getting longer now, as they have been. After moon mist, that's kind of the lowest point, and then it brightens up from there.
Cool.
You
What
are
do you get for movements this year?
I got a really, 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 really big moon mist gift a couple years ago, and I've just been coasting on that.
Okay.
Your ship?
A bit more than my ship.
Oh.
you were being Secret Father Moonless, you know? There's
I
no-
got you an entire enterprise.
I got you a snow globe.
But that's your face in it.
As Melody is performing, Zoraxis is shopping, the rest of you are kind of like hanging out. It's getting a little dimmer now. The time has sort of come to go about your merry ways, however you intend to do them.
I will
Merrily.
I will wait for Sonny to leave.
Yeah.
I will give him a slight head start, and then I will go check out that temple thing.
You want to let me know when your meeting's done?
Sure. Wow.
Can I go give Lionel his lesson? I'm assuming he'll be at the meeting.
I'll give you a shout.
Didn't prepare sending today. I'm just kidding. Why would I not have sending?
I was gonna say, bruh.
Melody, are you staying at the campfire?
Just yelling.
Melody!
Man is ready for his lesson.
Yeah, I'll just keep playing for the evening.
Sure. And Zoraxis, what are you doing?
Not yet.
Oh, jeez. So they're all gone for the night, basically. And then... Oh, I'm just left.
Teach him chopsticks on the piano.
I will go on a little walkabout with Lahem, just like show him more of the city. Like,
Okay, yeah.
just a nice, chill night. Get him out of the bar.
Sure. Any particular area in the city you want to go to? There's the ports, the kind of poorer district with the...
Yeah, I'll show him the docks and all that. Just talk about old shenanigans. Yeah.
Old time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old times with the previous gang. Yeah.
Totally. As you're doing that, and as
I get stabbed again.
Sonny's
Roll
coming up,
initiative.
Feaolyn,
Oh, hey.
you travel to where...
Sneakily.
Yeah, sneakily. Make a stealth check.
Love it.
Very sneakily.
19.
19. You pass...
Hey, where are you going?
Yeah, you would...
I'm in different clothes, and I put my hood up and walk away.
I suppose you don't want to even be seen leaving then.
Yeah, not really.
Okay, cool. So Melody would look around and suddenly Feaolyn's gone.
Oh, my buddy's gone.
I
And
don't
so
come
is
down. I don't come
Oh, all my
downstairs in my
buddies are
bright
gone.
clothing and gold like I normally do.
Yes. As you make your way through, you would know where the beggar's cord is. Cord refers to like a street because it's sort of like the webs that extend out.
Plans on following you.
It is.
I have to go to a meeting and I can't.
Funny how this all works.
Mm.
As you would call it like almost like a severed street, where it's like these lines extend from the center point, but some of them are parallel to those lines, but they don't quite make it to the middle.
Oh, okay.
It's more like an alley or like a between road. The Beggar's Court is one such place. You wander past a few blocks down. You can see the kind of like pinkish orange light pollution that is the Blushing Rose.
Nice.
Nice.
You kind of hear like music drifting out. You can see people coming and going from that sort of end of town. But you pass by this kind of cobblestone courtway onto this road. It extends up to the left about 30 feet, and then there's like a small shack kind of blocking off. You follow down to the right, heads down a little bit, and then there's like a barricade that's been put up. Carts, barrels, all kind of piled up. Just before it, between these kind of like boarded up houses, there is a little alleyway with steps that lead down.
This feels pretty ambushy. I'll go down.
You begin to descend. There are 10 feet of like descending steps.
Okay.
And you come to like a corner point where there are a door ahead of you and a door to the left, each in an alcove. These are like building entrances, and then the path continues right down more steps. At this point, this set of stairs has a little arch over it, and it's kind of looking a little temple-y.
Okay. Real temple vibe here. Love me a good temple vibe. Yeah, I guess I just keep looking for a lovely little pillar.
Yeah, I got peek. Right?
Yeah.
As you sort of peek in, it's weird because there's like an overhang of the building.
Yeah.
You're not inside, like you're under the roof and with walls all around you, but there's no like door in, so it kind of has the chill of night outside. Kind of padded earth ground here. There are these pillars in this sort of temple-like structure here.
Okay.
There are some doors out. You're facing north now, so to the south is your exit.
Okay.
North, east, and west are all like boarded up doors. And there is a figure, or two figures, both cloaked, one of which is sort of on its knees, standing here.
Huh. Can I like get a beat on them at all?
Yeah, neither one of them is facing you. They're kind of just facing the north door. You can make me like an perception check.
Okay. 18?
Yep, there is a very... You have dark vision.
Yeah.
Then it's not like a glint of light. It's like, we'll call it the gray glint of steel.
Okay.
As the one that's standing has a blade to the other one's throat.
Oh! Well, hopefully they're on my side. I start walking in.
You start walking in. There is like immediately shifting on either side of you.
It's your turn to be ambushed.
I said this felt ambushy. Bush. Birdie to
Open my origami battle map from the right angle here.
It's a good thing I have high deception.
It's a good thing we're around to help you out, you sneaky snake.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait. My indentured servitude. How many dice are you grabbing in?
There is a crouched figure with a figure standing over him. You've kind of like entered?
Uh-huh.
Put yourself right there.
never said that, didn't say that.
I didn't say that,
There's
right?
two figures. It's almost like they pull themselves out of the stone.
Ew.
They are like 6-7 feet tall, furbolgs, dressed in kind of like, they got the bowler hats,
Uh-huh.
got the like small little black vests.
Okay, yeah.
So what are they from, like?
Brass knuckles, they got like the bloody knuckle look on them, kind of like arms
Clockwork
folded.
Okay.
Kind of a Clockwork Orange vibe a little bit.
Okay.
These are thugs.
Yeah.
One of them's got like they both got like canes, but as they like push through, the canes kind of like thicken to like become like club-like.
Did they yell shillelagh?
No, they just they push their way through.
You just whispered it.
As
That's the name of their gang.
as the figure here is gonna kind of turn to face you. Before we figure out what that is,
Don't know.
Sonny,
Mm-hmm.
you're heading down to the place here.
Yeah.
As you are making your way there, you're let in without a word. The guard kind of like sees you, nods, kind of motions you in.
Okay.
You are led to the front entrance of this manor house, wherein a man and a woman greet you. Qinri and his wife Kiva. Kind of like look at you and nod.
Okay.
Qinri sort of, I'm surprised you came alone.
I was invited.
Yes, I believe the family was wondering if you might try and squeeze someone else into this.
That ain't how I do things.
His wife sort of, the bard's not with you then.
Not that I know.
Good. Whatever happens here, you must not let her near my son.
Look at my family tree. That's mine.
Wait,
Is it mine now?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is the mom?
They're both grown adults. Why you need me a babysitter?
I know the kind of havoc women like that can wreak on. Yeah, and Qinri's like no eye contact, like.
So they summoned you here.
Is that why you brought me?
Babysit
Is
me.
that why you brought me here?
No,
Good.
you're going to meet someone who. She kind of like looks at Qinri. The men of this house have decided it's time for you to meet.
Ooh.
The man of the house.
Boys.
She kind of like dismisses, the way kind of waves her hand. Qinri, I'll leave him with you. Qinri sort of, yes. My father Ladalon raised a toast at the dinner you were at. He is not the head of our house.
Oh no.
You're meeting the big daddy.
Ladalon's father, my grandfather, Riznir, has been ill as of late, poisoned, we believe. In a manner not so easily cured. There are theories as to who's behind this. Most of them point to the Osrine family. Know this, whatever suspicions we raise against you, that won't be one of them. But we're not on such friendly terms that I would see you as completely guiltless in the misfortune that's befallen us. Many people have arrived here at strange times, and we're still in the process of cleaning everything up, cutting loose ends and the like. If you follow me. Kind of like leads you up, kind of like wooden steps to the upper levels of the manor house. There are 4 guards posted at a door that sort of like reflexively lower their blades a little bit, and then when they get a nod from Qinri, only then do they sheath them, as if they had drawn them when you were coming up. Sort of leads you into this humble wooden door, opens it up. Inside, you see Barian sitting at the bedside of what I can only describe as an old elf, by which I mean faded features. The red of his hair has long since started to go to gray. There's no wrinkles on his face, but there's a tired look in his eyes. Sort of like, almost lazily kind of glances to you as you enter. Julian, is it?
I go by Sonny now.
Sonny now. Is that to protect your name?
To forget it.
It's a dangerous thing to forget who you are.
Not if you don't like what you wore.
You are a sad figure then, to lose that part of yourself. If you would take a seat. There's like a little rocking chair there if you want to.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Little?
padded in the light. That's big enough. Barian sits opposite you, and you just watch as he absentmindedly starts like unwrapping his hand bandages. It's kind of like he's like staring at you, but like not quite meeting your eyes, like kind of staring at like kind of the collarbone area. Like his intent is on you, but he's not like making eye contact.
Okay.
Kind of just unwrapping the wrappings, as Qinri sort of takes a seat at the far end, kind of by his feet. We called you here because of all those who came into the city in the past few days. We think you are particularly valuable. Would you see yourself that way?
I keep getting told so. I don't think so, but if enough people keep saying then maybe I need to reevaluate.
There's not a lord or servant who's well informed in this city or on this island or in this imperium who doesn't know at least a story about you, whether intentionally or no.
I mean, I hope there are some good ones in there.
Not that I've heard, but seems you're looking to put that behind you.
Best I can.
We are a weakened family. My eldest son is off in the Mistwood, looking to raise a god to help us. My youngest son, Ladalon, he claims we are still whole when so many of us have gone astray. My granddaughter, murdered with one of our own Edrene blades. Kind of like inhales and like a heaving kind of sigh. We've lost so much. We need people we can trust. Adventurers, people who can be on contract. We need, and he kind of like, all his strength kind of like taps like the side of the bed. We need to mobilize our dragons, and soon. I tell you this because we have it from Rabin. You have no other friends in the Imperium or elsewhere. I'm willing to put things behind us. I know the Crimson Sails sail without you. You're not with them anymore, are you?
Well, they're sailing and I'm here. No.
Part of me wanted to believe that you were a spy sent by them to gauge our strength. Many have eyes on our power here. But now I'm not so certain. I'll ask you this. My house, though they claim to be whole, they are split like nothing else on what to do with you and your companions. You've helped us rid this city of the cult. I can offer you work of any kind. But my family's safety comes first. So I'll ask plainly. Which of you can I trust? Doesn't need to be for killing for what you used to do. But we need bodies to send to places. We have tasks to do, skills we need, and people we can trust. I don't have the insight to look into each of your allies, so I come to you as a man nearing the end of his life. Which of your companions can be trusted?
They are not without their own flaws. They each have their own agendas to some degree. I think you can agree that you can trust someone in spite of their own personal wants. With that in mind, I do not trust that Feaolyn.
Why not?
I think he's made some bad choices. And I can't get behind someone whose judgment I do not fully trust. Because I do not know their motivations. You can get a gauge on him as much as he hushes things up. You can figure out, if you figure out Zoraxis, you can figure out who he is. Melody wears her ambitions on her sleeves. Maybe her actual ways and plots she keeps hidden. But you generally know what she wants. I don't know what that boy wants. I don't know what his end game is. I don't know anything. And that concerns me. And I'm working on that.
Visnir hears this. Kind of sighs. He was the only one who we had truly considered for our branding. You see.
You just screwed you.
Kind of like raises the hand up. Only those of elvish heritage which can be traced back to the Lunadar are worthy of this branding. We must trace the entire bloodline, you see. No branches, no memories that might be tranced upon. Elvish, all the way back. He was the only one who could even be considered for that. But if it is as you say, then that is regrettable.
By the way, this is based on more than you were late. I have more to go on. That.
No, yes.
Based
You're late to the session?
No. There was 1 hour that I didn't account for. There's more undone suspicion.
Yeah.
Fair.
oh my gosh.
It's sort of like
I just screwed things up for us, though.
at this point,
Yeah.
the wrapping on Barian's hand is almost completely gone.
Yeah.
But he's stopped, and you can see that from finger down to sleeve, fully tatted, super intricate rings within rings
Sophie.
overlapping.
Yeah.
Like the world's most intricate Venn diagrams. There are star charts. There are summoning circles. But every inch has been used.
Oh, interesting.
And the wrappings continue up his arm, but he's just on the hand here. He's kind of paused here, almost waiting for a response from you. But Riznir's sort of still kind of focused on you. This house is breaking. If we do not change, Silk will not save us. The Imperium wants it. Not enough to take it from us, but enough to stand by while others do. Osrine. You can see tears almost in his eyes. For too long, we faced each other. And for what? Avaran. She wasn't worth the price. No silk-woven scroll or no amount of any of our wealth will buy her back now. A contract then, if you'll accept it. We have dragons to mobilize. Some of them have not responded to us, and we worry something's happened to them. If we cannot admit you into our family with the bite, then we can do it with a page. Please talk to your companions. Kind of gestures to Qinri. Find Qinri when you have an answer. We would see you honored by a contract. You could come and go from our cities as you pleased, armed. Though that doesn't seem to have stopped you during your time here. And your bear. You have one, yes, I understand there was...
What did you do to him?
Where's Willie?
Where?
Goes into rage.
Cleric barbarian.
You would see him
I hurt and I heal.
We don't have a ship large enough to carry him, but if you accepted a quest, it would be on foot. Or by cart.
Or by Winnie.
Winnie could carry him.
A blind bear leading a car. Stop.
I leave this with you. Because I see it in your eyes. There's a resolution there, but it's blended with something else. Regret, perhaps. I can't read eyes like I used to, but I see something. Please, consider this offer. The others who came here are mercenaries. Bandits who live and thrive on being paid to perform simple tasks. We need people worth more than that. For what you were,
Us?
for the wisdom you have now. Kind of points you about the holy symbol?
Yeah.
I trust you don't wear that lightly.
I try not to.
I don't pray to Kalimvor, but I know he's close. Qinri sort of like shifts nervously and kind of stands. Grandfather, should I see him out? Barian sort of, there's no need. Stands up, rewrapping the hand. He extends his other one over top of the body of Rizzo to shake it.
My giant mitt, like.
Yeah. Closes.
Yeah.
Says, mine is an Edrene pact. Though I share neither their name nor their blood, I am one of them. You have my trust for now.
Is it him saying that?
This is Barian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Expend it at your peril. He kind of turns, opens the door for you. Riznir sort of, go safely, go calmly and with certainty.
Where do I go? Oh, sorry. I'll just give him like the kind of like the looking backwards as he says it, and then just walk through. And immediately I'll send to Melody.
Yeah.
I'm done. Where's Feaolyn?
I'll send back. Did you see Mino? Feaolyn disappeared. He's not in the crowd. I'm not sure where he went.
I immediately go on a beeline looking for him.
Okay, you're heading up.
Yeah.
Barian follows you as far as the door. And he will show you out.
Yeah.
As you're looking, Feaolyn. This is a very scattered session today. It's
the worst!
How do you think I felt?
At least you were betrayed by your own.
The hood gets pulled back. Rory is looking at you. He's got a knife to a person's throat that you haven't seen before. But the person's looking at you with something. It's not recognition, but it's acknowledgement that you've been here. He's like, he sees you and he's like making fearful eye contact.
Oh, you're screwing me!
Rory sort of,
We're screwing each
I
other.
thought that
slowly.
might work.
What might work?
No, thank you.
You didn't just wander in here, did you? Now's not the time to lie. This one kind of like tugs the hair back a little bit. He kind of like yelps. You can see his hands are tied behind his back.
Yes.
This one was planting things, written things. He wasn't very good at it.
Can I go? Can I?
Say something to that?
Right before I do say something out loud, can I spend 3 sorcery points
Uh-huh.
to cast without anything?
Mm-hmm. Spell?
Yeah, no, the beyond subtle spell, my new
Oh,
sorcery
your
thing.
thing. The aberrant mind thing.
Yeah, my sonic sorcery. So there's no components, no nothing. It just goes.
Yes.
I need to send in Sonny.
Okay.
I trust you.
Anyone? Sorry, I just with what?
I trust you more than anyone.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
I'll answer anything you want. I might die. Come to Beggar's Court Temple now.
That's a great gift.
Worth noting, even running, it's probably a good like 15-ish minutes out. Because it's like you're at the rich end of the city.
And I just kind of walk.
Going along. You gotta pop in your shell and
Yeah.
bounce off.
Mario turtles.
I go full blue shell.
Yeah.
Start going. As
But yeah.
sort of, you want to speak to that?
Planting. Can I take a gander at what he's planting?
There's no sign of anything on him. His arms are bound, right? Like he's,
Yeah.
Rory sort of. Everything all right, Feaolyn?
What couldn't be all right?
My thoughts.
I don't reckon
exactly.
I don't know this man.
You don't.
No.
No attachment.
No attachment.
Drives the dagger into his neck.
Love to see it.
And the blood kind of like spurts out as he just like yanks the dagger free and drops him to the ground. All right.
Yeah. No,
Cleans
that's
off the,
that's fine. That's weird.
So you're not here to pick anything up.
Well, this is awkward.
I mean, I think as you've known, I've been going door to door trying to get rid of any cult presence, any cult information. Well, not get rid of the information. Gather information, get rid of the presence. I haven't been here before, so, you know, just gotta cross every building off the list.
Right. Right, yes. You see, we didn't hear anything from this one. He kind of like touches him with his boot.
No cultness?
No, nothing.
No, nothing.
In fact, hasn't been much of anything in quite some time.
That's when they get you.
That's when they do.
He's a member of the cult. Kill him.
Do you know anything? I'm going to share a name with you. I believe it was Goldmite?
I don't know if that's ringing a bell.
Ooh.
That's a win. Deception?
Yeah.
25?
25. Only mine over here.
Is it only mine over here?
Or I sort of...
I loved it.
I'm taking it upon myself to clean house a little bit. And the only spy network that has a place in this city is the Edrene network.
Understandable.
Spiders don't build webs through each other.
Hmm.
There is one. That's all there needs to be. Your presence here, I found suspicious.
Seems to be a running theme.
This one, points, has been sighted various points throughout the city. And your presence here what lead brought you here? What
Lead?
Well, you said you were here searching for cultists, yes?
In this temple, I mean, they've ran out of... I burned down the last temple, and this is a off-the-shoot, away from the main hub of the city. It has tall buildings, it has blocked alleys. It seems like something they would like. It's what they did with the last one, is it not?
See, I'm afraid that's where I've lied to you, Feaolyn. This
Everyone lies except you.
was a communal marketplace
I'm just insane.
many hundreds of years ago.
Huh.
But that's not the lie, because I didn't tell you this was a temple.
No.
Oh, I told this one that it was a temple. And then we made him send to something he called a dispatcher to tell them that he was leaving a letter here.
Oh, you just got found.
I just... Help me to figure this out. Because it seems like...
Wow.
I'm not the only one in this room telling lies. And believe me, I trust this one now. He kind of kicks the body again.
Yeah.
Because he had something to die for. Yeah. And he sent with all his might to make it happen.
That's a real shame for him.
This is the worst session ever.
It sucks!
Feaolyn wrote that.
Oh, see? I got my art and I'm dying. He's never making art for me again. Oh.
Help me imagine a world
Mm-hmm.
where 4 living things walk up those stairs and out of here.
Oh my.
Well, you see, there's 4 living things. Him and his 2 guards and me.
Oh, I couldn't see the
Uh-huh.
other 2 dice behind them.
Yeah.
We can remove the dead body.
Okay. So,
Lem, this is where the boats come in.
This right here.
well, it was Rory, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Rory. You have laid quite the intricate web. This is, this is good. This is very good. Are you at all familiar with the term indentured servitude? Because that's what I find myself in life. I am someone, I don't know how much you've looked into me. I'm someone who squandered, quite frankly, a good thing. I was shipped off with lots of money on the promise that I don't go home. They don't necessarily love me. So I leave. Give me lots of money. I do lots of young, rich things with no responsibility. And as I'm traveling, I buy a ship. I'm going. And as I'm going, the party takes. The party grabs hold. Spice grabs hold harder. I get arrested. I go to a lovely little prison up, where they treat you nicely if you're rich. And my grandfather wanted nothing to do with that. So he had me placed in a certain service that would lead me to receive information, give information to people like this guy. This is my way of not being in prison. Is someone like him, I gotta give him what I see. So, there's lots more guards around these days. I might send that. Like, randomly one day, you guys had, 4 more driders on the roof.
His eyes are bugging out at this information.
Yeah, so I, have done my best to stay out of prison by telling this guy the bare minimums about you. I mostly talk about my friends. Like Sonny, I tell him to tell the Imperium to get off his back because he's a really, really swell guy. He saved my life twice a day, every day since I met him. Zoraxis, it's unfortunate what he did to Meinel's guy, but other than that, he has also saved my life. Probably more like once a day, every day. But he seems like a really useful tool for whoever's able to point his rage in a certain direction. Melody, she's just great. Have you heard her music? So I just tell...
The lip kind of curls. He's like, what are you talking about?
I just, honestly, I just gloat about the fact that I'm traveling with her to them. But, that's the kind of stuff, spying, if you will, that's the stuff I do. Nothing too exciting.
And you say the Imperium put you up to this?
You know, when you said, you know, the gold mine, I might have lied about that part.
Now we're backtracking.
Oh, sort of.
So, like, he's, like, as top as you go. And I just talk with this guy.
But you serve the Imperium, not the Osrians, not the Blushing Rose.
Serve is, like, such a interesting word. Like, it's not my choice. I mentioned indentured servitude. It's not my jam. But I'm being honest,
He's got the white knuckles over the blade right now.
As honest as I can be, I'm an open book here,
If my uncle were here,
I can only imagine.
Riston would have your skin.
I'm sure he would.
But, kind of like, sheathe the dagger. I think you're going to spend the night somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
With the comfort of your skin still attached.
Mm-hmm.
You have a direct line of communication with people above you, yes?
Fairly direct, yes.
So you have the power to lie.
I do have that power. And as I've shown, I will lie about just about anything to save my skin.
Good. Kind of points, he was the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You may notice that his corpse has all of his fingers intact.
Uh-huh.
We used a spell, Zone of Truth.
Hmm.
When he cast his sending to arrange this meeting,
Mm-hmm.
we made him relay his message to us, word for word.
Hmm.
We explained this to him beforehand, so he had no reason to lie.
Of course.
We can't monitor sendings.
No.
Not from when they're cast.
Mm.
But we can monitor them after the fact,
Mm-hmm.
and we will monitor yours.
Naturally.
You'll accompany us to the manor house. We have a dungeon there.
Do I got a dungeon though? Like, I am genuine. I will help you. But I can't help you if it makes everyone around me oh so suspicious. I can't help you as well as I could in my normal day-to-day life.
Sort of like leans in a little bit. And the furbolgs on either side kind of lean in too. Sort of. I'll put it this way. I have half a mind to only have 3 of us walk out of here. My furbolgs are in position to make that pretty simple equation.
Fair.
One of them kind of like, he's got his cane, and kind of like taps into his hand as a thump.
Yeah.
Thump. The other one kind of just sneers, kind of,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as sort of. But as much as I'm bothered by your presence, there are others with cooler heads.
Hmm.
You can pray to whoever you speak to in your little sendings that they'll be more merciful than I'm feeling.
Understandable.
I'm exercising restraint here. Don't test it.
Wouldn't dream of it.
And the 2 furbolgs are going to start to try and like kind of push you to march you back.
Oh, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, they got to stoop under the arches and like kind of like they're brushing up against both sides of the alleyway here.
Yeah.
They will lead you out of the beggar's cord
Mm-hmm.
and up towards the manor house.
Mm-hmm.
When you're about halfway there, they're going to veer suddenly off to the left,
Okay.
down an alleyway.
Yeah.
Down a few steps.
Yeah.
Opening a door for you.
Okay.
He said manor house dungeon,
Mm-hmm.
but this is not the manor house.
Mm-hmm.
Push into a small little room. He kind of stands outside. I hope these accommodations will do.
Sure. Yeah. No. This can work.
You'll have company in time.
Mhm.
Faces you recognize.
Okay.
And then a vroom as a rune appears on the door.
Touch it.
Inside this little room, there's no one else here. Just like a small wooden bench, some like straw on the ground. It smells just the most like urine.
They spray a hose of it.
No, they, they. It's a stable. They back the horse in. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, you mind if I do my leather in here? Yeah, you make your leather in here. You know, it's fine.
You rent it out.
Yeah. It's quite gnarly.
Can I start prestidigitationing?
Yeah, and it kind of cleans up a little section.
Yeah. 1 square foot at a time, baby.
As you're doing this, Zoraxis, Lehem is sort of like standing with you, looking at like the.
It's just a calm
I
water.
have a really cool next character.
Sort of like picks up a little like cobblestone and throws it.
Can I try to teach him how to skip a rock?
Yeah. He's just like scooping down, like watching you, and like kind of throws it. Stoops down and throws it. Wait, that kind of glinted. That was a coin. And that was cool. He's just picking up little loose things on the ground. There's like that's like a chicken bone.
Glass.
A little glass. Make me a sleight of hand check.
Oh no. I'm not good at those.
This is you skipping that stone.
Oh yeah. Oh, nat 1.
So
It's
it's a 2.
Lehem.
You throw.
You find like the perfect skipping stone.
Oh, it's
This-
the worst wasting a perfect
Yeah,
stone.
it's like this is it, and you like chuck it, and it's like overhand,
Oh.
like a tomahawk. Just
That's how you do it, Lamb.
As far as you can.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
it's a 15.
Oh.
It kind of like two skips and then lands.
Oh, it flew
Yes, like a dragon.
like a dragon.
He's just biggest eyes like in the moonlight, just like looking up at you.
You're right.
As that's happening, Melody, are you on your way to?
Yeah, I'll make my way up to the manor house.
Yeah.
I did not respond to that.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
The
I know.
the
I'll
guard.
left
leave,
me
I'll
on
leave
red.
pretty quick after he sends the sending.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then you're probably you're looking for him. So
Yeah.
you're heading back. So I don't know if you cross paths. Both of you roll a d20.
Oh.
5.
Do you cross paths with
10.
Rory?
9's already there.
Yeah, you're heading up. You don't see any sign of Sonny. You make your way up. The guards, kind of like one of them like looks at you.
I've been here the last 3 days.
Yeah. But with all the things that are going on, the restructuring, the cleaning of the house, so to speak, he takes off his cloak, offers it for you to put on. Discretion. The other guard's like, that's not gonna work. She's playing an instrument tonight. Like, well, I thought I'd be nice. I really like melody.
Oh, stop.
Can you sign that when you give it back?
Yeah, if I remember.
Yeah. Oh wow. or you can just keep it. It's fine. As you kind of make your way up. Minil is waiting for you at the front door.
Wow.
Kind of leaning, oh,
Hello.
hello. I thought you might come by with Sonny, but
I didn't think I was invited with Sonny. I wasn't sure if you would be in that meeting or...
so
What?
comes on over and kind of did one of my guards give you this?
Yeah, he said discretion?
Oh yes, I spoke to some members of my family.
Yes.
Rory won't bother you anymore,
Sweet.
and Alendra has been sent away. More important things.
Of course.
If you'll join me,
Naturally.
and he will kind of go up to his chambers. There's a few, you see movement around. You can see Barian speaking in hushed voices to Qinri, who kind of produces a little key from around his neck, takes it off, and the two of them go down a set of stairs opposite the ones you're going up. as you make your way into Meinel's room, he sits down. Yes, so what's the lesson for today?
Well, I thought I would teach you a melody original today. The chord progression is quite advanced, but I thought maybe you could give it a go.
Oh, did you write this recently?
It's one of my classics.
Oh,
We got a new member to crime time.
Prison
boy!
Prison boys!
I didn't want to say it, but like, yeah.
Oh, I'm not a boy. And I've never been to jail. Maybe a drunk tank, but who knows?
Yes, please. I'm eager to hear it. Have I heard it before?
Well, if you're a fan, I would assume.
I grow to be more of one every evening.
Oh, such a charmer, too. Shall we have a drink while we play?
Please, yes. And he has like a big pitcher of wine. Judging by like the height of it, it was filled specifically for tonight.
Yeah.
Like he gets a
Grab.
goblet and like fills it for you.
Thank you.
Fills one for himself and kind of.
Thank you. And I'll just pull out one of my like first few songs that kind of like got me noticed or
Sure. Yeah. Make a performance check.
17.
17.
I know.
Ooh.
How come you don't get to use your thing?
It's not performance, it's persuasion and
Deception.
Oh, okay.
He's sort of like he's the same. 17 is still like better than a 15, which is like he's listening along. He's like, wow, yes, incredible. When did you write this? How old were you?
like 16, 17?
I cannot imagine doing anything at such a young age.
Well, you know,
That's fair.
we age a little differently.
Oh yes, I know, and there's so much life and just mastery of your craft when you're little more than an infant by elf standards.
Well, you know, I was a lot more than an infant by satyr standards, so
I see.
where would I fall now? Elf standards.
How old are you?
24.
Well, you're younger than Rore, which I mean, by elf standards, Rore is like way too young to be doing half the stuff he does. But
Is he even 100?
Rory's like 30.
Like 30 total
30 years old, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got bested by a child.
He's older than me.
I have nearly 100 years on that guy.
But Meinel's like not quite 100, but he's in that kind of range. Like
Oh, so he is still like a teenager.
So he's like elves. They're considered adults at like 100, but they
Yeah.
age like a human.
Yeah.
So he is an adult male by like
Years.
18 or 20, but then it just kind of like progresses up.
Yeah.
It's an experience or like a wisdom thing.
Yeah.
Um,
It's so weird to think you'd be. Yeah. Elves are weird.
yeah.
They are weird.
But he's sort of like, yes, no, there's still quite a lot of life ahead of you, and
Oh, of course.
I don't mean to belittle your age or anything. I just, you think I can learn that?
Learn.
The song you played.
I think you can learn anything you put your mind to.
Oh, please, teach away.
Another before we
Oh,
begin.
yes, and kind of pours another drink.
I'll pull out my bottle, or I'll go through like the first like opening chord progression, I guess.
For sure.
And get him to kind of copy. And then when he's finishing up his cup, I'll pull out my bottle of flower wine
Okay.
that I have.
Yeah.
I got this
Oh, what is that?
flower wine.
What does it do?
It's wine.
Please.
Not like uncork it with the thimbleful that's gone and give him a drink.
Did I give an effect to this?
No,
Okay, so it's just.
I don't think it's just wine.
I think it's
It's
just
just wine that I have.
Right now.
Huh?
This is just shits and giggles.
Yeah, this is just emptying out the many things I have in my bag.
Spending all the stuff.
Prison wine.
I pop out my Edrene wine. No.
Yeah, no, it was just a fine wine
Nice.
that I have that's been opened for like, how long ago was the fairy fair?
Oh, gee, from back then. Yeah. Yeah, he'll sort of drink it and be like, this is,
That was like a week ago.
This is
It's like been
gross.
in my bag.
$2.
Recorked.
sort of like, kind of like is taken aback a little bit.
Just gets stronger with age.
Yes, I suppose. Yes, incredible palate you must have to enjoy something like this.
Insight. 6, 7,
He rolled
16.
He rolled a 5 on his enjoyment. So he's kind of.
It was better when I first opened it. It's been open for a little bit.
I see. I can bring more wine up if you're looking for.
You know, I think I've had my fill of wine. Do you have anything else by chance?
Like what?
Have you ever tried whiskey?
I can arrange that. Do you have a moment?
I have all the moments.
Make yourself comfortable. And he will go and like order like a servant. Anything we have. Just not wine. She doesn't want wine. Whiskey? Yeah, okay, yeah, go. And like comes back and like sits down like, oh yes, it's on its way.
Oh, lovely. I would like to continue the evening alternating between playing and drinking.
Sure.
And saying, trying to
Whispering sweet nothings.
behave.
song.
I'm working on a title.
I find I do my best writing and practicing with a little liquid courage. And
yes.
then
Give a
I'm-
little flush.
Yeah.
Are you continuing to drink?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to like sip on it,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, try and
Throw it back. Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Yes.
I'm gonna
He's
use
gonna make a con save.
17.
He does not notice.
Okay.
He is fully drunk.
Nice.
So poisoned for the sense of that.
I can't be poisoned.
As I,
No, I can't.
What does poison do?
I believe it's disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Be poisoned.
Kind of improvise that, but
I have a drunk table if you want it.
he's sort of like looking a little woozy.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Just like, oh, may I try to play?
Oh, of course. He has his own. Does he want mine?
Oh yeah. He kind of read it. Oh yeah, right. It's horrible.
Nice.
You're so pretty.
Bray.
Melody.
Who's Bray?
Oh, that's awkward. You go to serenade the wrong girl.
Yikes! Victor runs in, punches him.
I would like to, before he gets to inebriate, like where he's at now,
Yeah.
be like,
Before he gets to where he currently is.
no, sorry. I said before he gets too drunk, but like where he's at. So where he's at now. Your family is just so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're all just so unique. Like Rory is so young, but he's very, he just wants to be in charge.
Yeah, he's like that. It's.
Barry, I know he's not related, but he's like kind of messed up. I know his wife died.
Like, get over it, alright?
Wow.
Says that was my aunt. So it's still like look really sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but like
Buzz Killington over here.
exactly, like your family's just gone through so much, like, and you all have those keys you wear around your neck. What do you have those for?
Oh, the
So
keys.
subtle.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
they
don't need that.
Make a deception check.
You guys are
Gotta
all
slip that in.
sociopaths. That's the
Oh, 27.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his insight? Good. He's got a good stat block here. No, it's it's not 20 or anything near that. He sort of. Oh,
Sorry, 24.
This is just the key to the treasury.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
it's-
would make sense why you guys all have them.
Yeah, we get to go in sometimes. There's lots of stuff in there.
Lots of stuff in there.
Yeah.
I've seen my fair share of lots of stuff.
Nice.
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm not asking that you take me down there. I just
Sort of like, oh, okay.
don't worry about that. I was just curious. I saw when we were hanging out the other day. Was it Rory? I don't remember. Someone got mad at us. We were hanging out after something and kind of pulled out his key and then hid it and went through a door. And then we were coming up here and those two guys had their keys out and they were going downstairs. I was just curious. You all seem to have them.
Oh yeah, everyone in the family has one. they let you in the door without it like killing you.
What?
I don't want to be killed.
No, you'd be. If I took you, you'd be okay. Cause
okay.
yeah, it's kind of like sits back a little bit.
Feels so good.
Smooth.
Oh yes. But there's lots of things down there. Like we don't want people taking anything.
Oh, naturally, I wouldn't want people taking my stuff either. My home in Palrelis is full of stuff like that.
Oh.
Well, I am pretty famous. I get lots of stuff.
So like looks like stern. Like I don't know if you have more stuff than my family.
Well, I don't know, but I got a lot of stuff.
We got like a lot of tax filings and deeds.
Oh, not that kind. I mean like pretty stuff.
You know how many quarterlies we
Oh, we've got like
4.
we've
4
got
years.
like gems and like lots of gold.
Oh, I got that
Like-
too. That's
like
not something
6
special.
pages worth of them.
2 pages.
6 is the Valentines.
Yeah.
A real house.
Yeah. It's a banner, but
Oh my
that's lore our listener won't know yet. Soon.
Oh.
As he's kind of like going off in his head. He's kind of just like, we got spider silk and magic items and art. So much art. Too much art.
Art I find is so overrated.
Oh, but it's pretty though.
Yeah, but there are prettier things than
Says
pictures.
I wish I could put you in a vault, Melody.
In a what?
In a vault.
I don't think I want to be in a vault.
No, like a vault.
I kind of like to do my own thing, you know? Like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cheers to that.
Tinkiny's in your game. Was that behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, he's sort of like, he's teetering a little bit. He'll make a con save to see if he keeps his consciousness. Yeah, he's fine. Sort of.
Keep working.
I'm still going.
Keep working.
It's like, Melly, did you know this eye?
Please, you can see me twinkle?
Yeah, like all the time. Like,
My
you're very smart.
mage armor? What does it look like?
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
I knew it was like a spell. So I can do things with it.
Armor's so bulky and it doesn't really fit my vibe. So I don't want to wear it, but I want to be protected. So I have it on all the time.
Whoa, that's really neat. Yeah,
It's so cool.
I don't have anything like that right now.
It's something I learned fairly recently and it's just so helpful.
Wow. That's incredible. You gotta tell me all about your... He's nodding a little bit. As he kind of like, you gotta tell me all about... as he like tips over unconscious.
Get him.
Okay, so I'm assuming he pulled his key out to show me.
Yeah.
He tips over unconscious. Does it like hang down?
Yeah, but he's like face down on a pillow right in front of you.
In a pillow or on the table?
He would have like a cushion.
Oh, okay.
We'll say he tips over onto like another cushion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll like, hey, not trying to wake him, but just trying to see like, hey, if he's like aware at all. Oh.
Eyes fell.
It's okay. You
tired.
You go to bed. I'll find one of the servants and I'll go to the room I stayed in yesterday.
Okay, I'm in a trance now. He's kind of like.
I'm gonna trance now.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and spray perfume of the petal on me.
Okay.
And
how long does that last?
An hour.
Oh, an hour. Okay.
Lasts an hour. And they're gonna have disadvantage on insight checks while they're within it.
Sure.
If you're like, because did he pass out drunk?
Yes. So he's like semi-conscious.
Okay.
He's trying to trance right now, but
Mm-hmm.
he's failed a con save to remain up.
Yeah.
So I'll say for all intents and purposes, he's unconscious.
He's unconscious. Cool. Give me 1 second.
Anything that
They are
he
unaware
says
of their surroundings.
Yes.
Cool. I would like to grab that compact that I had that's full of clay.
Yeah.
Dust some of my powder on it.
Mhm.
Like, open the clay up so it's on both sides.
Yeah.
Dust some powder on it so they don't stick together.
Yes.
Press the key inside and squish it.
Okay.
Open it up. Have my imprint of the key.
That's some spy.
Pocket it. Make sure
You out here getting caught. You're a real spy.
Prestidigitation it so there's no residue of the clay.
Told them to fire that guy.
I'll give him.
Oh,
I'll reapply
Oh.
some lipstick.
Mhm.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
And I'll head to. I'll write him a note saying, with the cleaning of house, I thought it might be better if I stayed at the Cat and Fiddle tonight, period. Maybe next time you can make alternate arrangements. Winky face. Like I'm gonna draw like
Semicolon.
a semicolon bracket. Little heart, kiss the paper,
Yeah.
and I'll fold it.
Greater than 3.
Get wrecked, nerd.
No, like actually draw. I'm drawing it. It's not
yeah,
typed.
I know.
Your wingy face has horns on it, so you're
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like sign Melody.
Yeah.
Fold the paper and I'll put it kind of beside him. I would try and put him in the bed, but I am
He
definitely not strong enough.
He doesn't own a bed.
Oh.
He just has like a large cushioned
He's an
area. That
elf.
he,
Oh yeah. He doesn't have a bed.
Doesn't
That's
know.
lame.
You don't
Doesn't
need a
sleep.
bed. Elves don't have beds. We've been over this.
You don't need a bed, but.
I've even tried
it's just a
napping. Like,
very
it's the best
large
thing in the world.
beanbag chair.
Honestly, no, that's better than a bed. I have a very large beanbag chair. It is. Cool. And then I will grab the cloak that the guard lent me,
For sure.
put the hood up,
Yeah.
and I'll head on out.
Okay. Yeah, you head on out. You pass by the guards.
Mm-hmm.
One of them says, "Melody,
Hi.
whoa,
What?
were you? What's that smell?
Oh, that? It's just some perfume.
It's. Wow.
Is it
And
the
like,
same
he
guard
goes
that
out
let
and
me
said-
in?
Yeah.
Wow. I remembered. And I'll pull out a plume and dip it in some ink
Yeah.
from my forgery kit. And I'm going to sign kind of like right around like where it would hit on like the collarbone.
Sure.
And then give it a nice autograph.
Yeah.
So yeah, just see how that goes. Oh, that's 25.
Yeah.
So it's like an immaculate
real
like
fancy.
melody.
Yeah.
Maybe like a flower at the end of the Y.
Yeah.
It's Melody by Melody.
Nice. And I'll take it off of me and like kind of like one motion like swirl it onto him
He immediately just like, wow.
and tie it up.
It's like, wow, you're wonderful. And the other
Oh,
guard's just like
thank
sitting there,
you.
like kind of watching this, like,
Well, you have a great night.
oh yes, well, you as well.
Thank you. And I'll at a brisk pace.
The other guards are still like kind of make a jab at him, like, what are you doing? He's like, you idiot! I got Melody to sign my cloak, and it smells amazing. What even is this? And like, it's just like, wow, like she's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Like, you're walking over.
I just had one use of that perfume, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put an X beside it just so that I know that I've used it.
Sure.
And I will head back to the Cat and Fiddle and just go up to my room.
Sure. You head up there.
I'm assuming it's very late.
Zoraxis, you head back, I assume, at the end.
Yeah.
As
Very
you get
peaceful night.
down to the little barrel that you enter to get to your basement suite, you turn and the door is open to your room, and a large bed sheet has been hung
He made you a fort.
I know.
That's why he was down there so long.
No girls allowed. I was busy.
I can tell.
I thought, well, Zoraxis nailed my bed to the ground so I couldn't move it. So I moved your bed over to mine.
Saw that coming
Yeah.
a mile away.
I love it.
And then I thought, well, we can do better than that.
He like flips the curtains open, and the beds have all been like stacked up.
I made a bunk bed!
Oh my gosh.
Just like in our dragon's lair. There's not enough room for us, so we have to bunk.
I'm so proud of this. You go to sleep. I'm gonna go back up quick.
Yay! He like hops
Well,
over,
I
he's
guess
like
I can
jumping
delete
across
that.
the beds. Yeah, you head back up.
Yeah, just go have a drink.
Sure. I assume at this point, Sonny and you kind of line up a little bit. Actually, yeah, you.
Yeah, I wouldn't look
Where
for
would you?
He's sprinting to
Where did you say again?
Beggar's Cord. There's a temple there. I'm gonna die. Please come save me.
I see
gosh,
no
so many
temple in Beggar's Court. And now I look like an idiot because I've asked people, where's the temple? Where's the temple in Beggar's Court?
Oh shoot, you asked that, huh?
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
Oh no.
It's a 1 in 20 chance.
9.
Interesting. You asked what you think is a...
Is an innocuous question.
Yeah. And people are kind of confused. Like, there's a temple of Ristol that way, and there's the old temple of Illifrain that was burned down. But Beggar's Cord, they sort of like, no, there's just the old market there and nothing much else.
Have you seen elf?
That looks, and I describe.
Yeah.
I describe it.
Have you seen him going this way at all?
No, not at all. He would have to be really sneaky, but you know, I didn't see anything. There were 2 big men, furbolgs, that were walking through here. They had someone between them, but I didn't get a good look.
Where did it go?
Up towards the manor house, some of the richer districts up there. They looked like Edrene folk. Had the hats and the vests.
Where did they come from? They just walked through, or where did they go?
So like peeks around. He'll kind of like, because you're within the Beggar's Cord kind of region.
Yeah.
He'll kind of point you down the road towards the little alleyway. You came out of that alleyway.
I'll go check the alleyway.
You find this corpse, put up, hands tied behind the back. It's not until you approach that you would determine that it's not Feaolyn. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm seeing something. I did not.
Yeah.
I will cast Sending.
Okay, targeting.
Feaolyn.
Okay.
And I will say.
Can it reach me?
It can reach you.
Okay.
And I will say. Found the temple. Body here, a friend of yours. Take it, someone else was on your trail. Where are you now?
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry. Hey, bud.
Hey, best friend!
Rory is smarter than I expected. Currently imprisoned. He was a friend from work.
Oh. I will pick up the corpse.
Yeah.
Is there a temple or someplace, a cemetery someplace I could bury him?
Yeah, there would be a cemetery. There's small cemeteries sort of scattered.
He's not going
around.
anywhere anytime soon.
Most of the cemeteries are, I'm trying to think more like,
Imprisoned by the people who own the
I'm
place.
thinking like cemeteries in Guatemala where it's like the stacks.
Ooh, cool.
Like a city one.
Nice.
Great
that,
reference.
Good pull,
You
yeah.
been there? Aw.
that would make it difficult to bury or hide a body, but there are a few kind of like blank slate ones, like pre-decorated. They haven't chiseled designs into them yet, so you could open one up and put them in. It just wouldn't be like the cleanest necessarily.
Yeah. Probably deserves a tomb. I'll give him that at least. So if there's any unmarked thing, I'll just kind of...
Open it up.
Hello.
Echoes back.
Cast speak with dead. Hello.
Now you're
Oh my man.
And I'll just gently slide him in there.
Woo!
And then
We don't have security cameras here.
Yeah, they do. Spiders.
Yeah, but no one has a ring doorbell. They can just
Yeah.
follow.
yeah, so
So you kind of close him in there.
nothing I can do now, probably. I'll go back to the Cat and Fiddle
Sure.
and find you.
I
probably.
would like to.
So,
Um,
Feaolyn's in jail.
Melody.
I want to kind of before going into the Cat and Fiddle, I want to go kind of around to like an alley and make sure there's no one around.
Make a perception check.
Be careful with that.
Nope. 8.
8. You can't tell
90 Driders.
one way or another.
They're all just
What are you doing?
staring at you.
I'm going
Just looking
to.
at them.
I'm going to.
Oh.
Pause for dramatic effect.
I thought I had sending. I don't have sending. That's the wrong
You don't have sending?
Wrong characters.
You
I
know I have
don't
sex.
even think bards can have sending, can they?
They can
I
have any
had
spell
it.
they want.
Well, I can't yet.
Right.
Lower bards, lower bards.
I'm going to.
I'll look it up. Yes, you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways.
Anywho, I'm gonna take a minute and I'm going to prestidigitation get rid of the perfume.
The spell magic would for sure,
Okay.
but I think short of that, like it is a magical effect.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then I would like to. Are there is there bathrooms, or do you go to like a bathhouse?
you'd have to go to like a bathhouse.
Okay, can I? I'll just go up to my room and.
Sure.
Is there a sink in there at all or no?
Yeah,
The
there'd be
bucket?
like a bucket or something. Yeah. You
Okay,
kinda-
I'm gonna like. I also had a cloak. You just gave me one, so I'll hood up, beeline it up to my room, and give a little scrub-a-dub-dub.
Yes, and so you don't smell of fancy
Yeah.
perfume.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I'll probably just go to bed, honestly. Lock the door.
All right. Anyone else doing anything other than bed?
No.
Zoraxis, you're drinking for a little
Just
bit.
drinking.
Yeah, you would get a whiff of some like crazy flowery smell, and then it's like,
I'm
whoa,
allergic.
what was that? And then nothing.
Lavender, I'm allergic.
New character.
But otherwise, things all calm down.
That's what you can call it.
Yes, one of you is in prison.
I'll start.
One of you has the imprint of a key.
I'll start drinking my Edrene wine to cover my sorrow.
Yeah, they didn't take anything from you. It's just like they're like, wait here.
We dare you. Try to break out. We dare you, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know my place.
It's a flex. And though many disparate things have all happened, you all find yourself in one way or another kind of waiting for that great spider of Edrene to respond. And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
I think this will heal, and we'll all grow better, be better people from this.
Yeah, my next
boy.
character's gonna be great.
Now our consciences are clean, and the healing can begin.
I feel great. I mean, so far so good,
I
right?
had quite the delightful day. Not gonna lie. I bought something. A little splurge.
Wow.
Treat yourself.
You deserve it.